You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
All right, you guys, give me 1 second. We will get started. Well, I'll tell you in a second. Nah, shit. All right, hang on. I'll be right there. All right, fellas, so here's the plan. Welcome to the show. I will be streaming the Nintendo thing tomorrow. No, because I'll be doing what's that thing? I'll be doing Madhouse over on Lolcow. But I will be reacting to it later in the day, I guess. I mean, it's all Switch 1 stuff, so I'm not that super excited for it, but we'll see. Here's what we're doing tonight, though. Here's what we're doing this evening, my delightful friends. So the shows in the afternoon are going to start to become more loosey-goose, fluid, whereas the Madhouse show is more produced. This one is more, like we've been doing the last 3 or 4 days, which I've enjoyed. I hope you guys have as well. It's more of a hangout, play games, talk about whatever you guys want to, take calls, blah, blah, blah. So, but what we are going to do today, because I feel really bad, because yesterday we raised a bunch of money for members the day before, and I read you some design document stuff, and it wasn't really very good. Just not the designs. Those were great, but I have now something more I want to actually show you. So I have some visual aids and stuff, and some people, but very few people have seen this stuff. So I'm going to show you that at the top of the show. Actually, almost at the top of the show. We're going to watch the Dreamhaven showcase, which is like 6 minutes, which is the new. Oh, thank you, Rob. Let me turn up my volume. Hang on. Let me turn up the volume. Is this better, Rob? Son of a bitch. This is the new game from Mike Morhaine's studio. Shannon Studstill is actually working over there now as a producer. And Keeley had a reveal yesterday. I haven't watched it other than just skim through it. Looks pretty good. So we'll watch that. I'll show you these designs because I want to show people those. You didn't see these design docs before. You may have, but you don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. Give it a minute. But I want to show it to people who haven't seen it, right? So at least they're getting something for their money, which I appreciate. And then, we'll talk about pig vomit. That's right. And then we'll talk about the news, and then we'll talk about, whatever, shoot the shit. And then I do want to play some Split Fiction with those folks who have earned the right to play with me, which I see Rocker Matt in the chat. Hopefully he'll be around when we do that in about 45 minutes or an hour. And then I'll play a little bit with anyone else who won that contest. And then I'll probably want to jump on to, I don't know, some Call of Duty or so we'll just fucking play it as it lays, babies. It's not Pig Virus. It's Pig Vomit. It's Pig Vomit. Oh, they changed it for the movie. I see. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. I don't know where Tech Protect is. I see him in the chat. Now he's vanished. So I don't. Oh, there he is. He's in the Discord.
What do you mean pig vomit?
Didn't you watch? You got to watch the Private Parts movie now with What's funny? People are saying it's the Tech Protect show, co-starring Jaffe. They all know you want to be front and center. That's okay. You should just own it. Listen to this, Tech. Da Vinci's Demons drops a super chat or a Diet Soda Soldier for 4 months. Thank you, buddy. He says, Jaffe Taffy. Bunny is a great co-host. She is, but Tech Protect might need cat ears for his headphones. What? So he remembers not to beat around the bush. I have no idea what Da Vinci's Demons is talking
It's my
about.
mom.
Oh, okay. I remember that story you told today. What's up, Roadkill? What's up, Godge? Hello, Geeks the Round Table. Oh, your shit. Rocker can't play tonight. Okay. We'll do it some other time. Although if we have some of the other winners, we'll do it tonight. Otherwise, we'll jump on to a different game. But for now, and I've been sick the last few days, so I'm feeling kind of you know. So I'm going to eat this Taco Bell while we watch this like 6-minute Dreamhaven showcase. We'll talk about it. And then we'll move on to some news and discussions and shooting the shit and blah, blah, blah. So let me bring us over there. Hey, Jay Styles, I finally am feeling well enough to play and in the right headspace to play. Did you guys watch this, Mutant Mode? Did you watch this fucking thing from yesterday? But here we go. Let's watch this. Let me back it up for a second. All right.
And treacherous monsters, all guarding the most prized objects in the universe, the ancient artifacts of the primes.
And this is where you come in. We need you to assemble your crew, choose your starship, and risk it all in a chaotic adventure where the only plan is the one you make up as you go.
Let's see what lies in the most dangerous corner of the galaxy.
Welcome to the Reach, a vast realm of discovery and brutal explosions. But hey, I'm sure you'll be fine. Now, you're gonna need a tough team.
Time to break something. Hello, Luke.
And an even tougher ship. Quality upgrade. Keep her flying, and you'll find wonders beyond your wildest dreams.
Oh, yeah.
Wildgate open.
Or the other crews will blast you and take your loot. That's a distinct possibility. The artifact is getting away. So get ready.
Blast 'em.
When your airtight plan goes out the airlock,
Into the fray.
improvise. Use your turrets.
Stealing their stuff.
Hell, use their turrets. Traps, tractor beams, big red buttons.
Overloaded their reactor.
Because the Reach gives,
Resources in. Coming in hot.
and the Reach takes.
Damage! Major damage!
Can't promise fame and fortune here,
Mine layer here.
or that you'll even make it back.
Get to the gate. Go, go, go,
But
go.
I can promise this.
That's my artifact.
It's gonna be one hell of a story.
Wildgate.
All right, we'll
is a
talk about it in
crew-based
1
ship
second,
that takes
and then I want to
place
get
in
to
the far
Canty. Hang
reaches of
on.
Space, where 20 players across 5 ships face off to secure the valuable artifact and escape.
Or you can choose violence and opt for an elimination win, working together with your fellow prospectors to destroy every other rival crew in the Reach through ship versus ship combat.
And even if combat isn't your thing, there's tons to do and discover, as you and your crew will need to scout out and claim resources, as well as your path out of the Reach through a nearby Wildgate.
With the other 4 ships all trying to do the same, you can expect to face some pretty intense matches. And space crimes. Lots of space crimes. The Reach is ever changing, and the map layout for each game is procedurally generated, so no 2 games will play the same.
Over the last year, we've had the privilege to host some small tests behind closed doors, and we're now ready to kick off our very first public playtest in the next few weeks. Sign up on our website for a chance to join us.
Thanks so much for watching. But before we go, let's take an even deeper look into the Reach.
I want to tell you about a place called the Typhon Reach. It's not for the faint of heart, but it's where legends are made. Legends like the Gamma Gang. They did a smash and grab on the artifact like nobody's ever seen. But first, let's back up. How'd they even make it this far? When you're in the Reach, you're after one thing. The artifact. The most valuable object in the known universe. And if you're brave or stupid enough to go after it, you won't be alone. Be the first crew to find it, snatch it, and pass through the Wild Gate, or be the last crew left standing. It all starts with your ship. Whether you're mining asteroids, scanning for loot, or battling borders, the right ship isn't just a choice. It's your edge in the fight to stay alive.
I'm not ignoring you. I'm watching this. It's almost over, and then I'll talk to you about it. Hang on.
You could go big with the Bastion, packed full of gadgets and guns, but they'll see you coming a light year away. Or go small with a Hunter. Just don't get caught, because those shields will not last. Remember, your ship is your lifeline. You lose your ride, it's mission over. Your crew, on the other hand, can handle whatever the Reach throws at them. Armed with the right weapons, tools, and special skills. It's all hands on deck. That's one thing the Gamma Gang understood. It's not about sticking to one job. It's about supporting your crew. Mining for resources, keeping the engines running, putting out fires. Every crew member counts. Because when things start to heat up, it's either you or them. The Reach is a living, breathing death trap. Cosmic storms, Reach leeches, lava asteroids, and space mines. To get a handle on what's out there, you're gonna need to scout ahead.
I don't, Bad Robo. Hang on, I'll explain why this is interesting to me in a minute.
Supplies, and hidden treasures. It's also how the Gamma Gang stayed one step ahead of the other crews. Fuel and ice. Without them, the job gets a lot tougher. If your reactor overheats, you'd better have ice on hand to cool it down. And fuel gives your ship the extra boost it needs for a quick getaway. Running out won't leave you stranded, but trust me, without it, you're as good as Reach dust. If you want to pull this off, you'll need the best loot you can find. All over the Reach are lost caches of cutting-edge ship upgrades, powerful weapons, and gear that gives you the upper hand. But do not get cocky. The better the goods, the tougher they'll be to grab. This place is teeming with vicious little surprises. Grab what you can and make it quick, because those other prospectors could crash the party at any moment. Which reminds me, watch your back, because those rival squads will try to board your ship. Keep your guns loaded.
All right. You get the gist. So, okay, first off, let me first off say to Canty, good God Almighty, Canty, thank you so goddamn much. She has dropped 10. I told you I'm sick. Come on now. She has dropped 10 gifted memberships. Thank you, Canty. Good God, lady, that is generous and kind, and we appreciate it. It makes me go, it's time to tell you, I want to get the Split Fiction thing done first if I can, but we gotta organize that with the people who won the contest. But this Saturday or Sunday at 4:00, we're going to do a pot and popcorn for members only. Okay. So everybody who's gotten these very generous gifts from folks like Canty, God damn it, Jaffe. We're going to do at least one, maybe a double feature, really weird fucking movies we watch. They're meant to be watched while you're stoned. We're not like watching good quality. They're actually, I don't know if they're good quality. The point is, that's this weekend, Canty. Thank you. And then Cult of Calypso member has just gotten a new member, Fanto. Fanto, thank you so much for being part of our community and being very generous with your ducats. The last Cult of Calypso event was about 2 weeks ago. We did the Colin Moriarty lunch. I'm setting up a new lunch. I can't tell you who it's with yet, but it should be coming up in the next 2 to 3 weeks, so you will get in for that. Thank you so much for that support. Now, why am I talking about this game? Well, this is the reason. So Mike Morhaime was one of the 3 guys who created and found Blizzard Entertainment back when it was called Silicon and Synapse and became Blizzard, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And so he formed this company. I don't know what the deal was that this guy made, but they have had a very, very, very long time to play the shit out of this, just like they did back in the Blizzard days, right? So this is basically a game which we don't see a lot of anymore, which is it was built on the bones of it'll be done when it's done. right? And so these guys, and Shannon now, who produced God of War with me and ran Sony Santa Monica, she's the producer over there now. So when these guys started this, they were like, they've been playtesting the shit out of this for ages. And now they're like, it's finally ready to start putting out into the world. I signed up for the playtest. Now the game itself, first blush, it looks pretty cool. I mean, it looks like it could be, it's not just Sea of Thieves in space. It's just about the combat and the action part of it. It's not like it doesn't look like you meander around and explore and things like that. But this is pretty fucking cool. If it works, it's kind of like this Sea of Thieves in space combat. I like the fact that you can kind of loot asteroids, bring it back to your ship, use those to power your weapons, get stronger, blah, blah, blah. So that's why I'm showing it. And I signed up. You should sign up as well if you're interested. It's for console and PC. And, it's available to sign up for a test next month. So hopefully, I'm sure I'll get in. I'll ask Shannon, but hopefully you guys will get in and we will give it a play. So that's why. Yeah, Sergeant Frosty says Rock and Roll Racing, Lost Vikings, Diablo, StarCraft. Rock and Roll Racing's Lost Vikings and Blackthorn. Oh, Blackthorn. All of those, they've come out already on Steam, but Game Pass just put out the old school Blizzard collection yesterday, at least on PC. So, Eddie T, you're not wrong. Eddie T says the art style is going to be the death of the game. It looks like every other online game. I don't think it's going to be the death of it, but it certainly doesn't help. Right, it's the Blizzard 30th anniversary, whatever that's called. That's right. This game, Anthony, is called Dreamhaven. No, it's called Warp Gate or something. I don't fucking know. But what I was going to say, though, about this is, excuse me, on the art style and stuff. So I had this epiphany today when I was playing. Like, I've been playing a shit ton of Call of Duty and a shit ton of Marvel Snap, right? And the epiphany was, I finally get it when a lot of people say, why in the fuck are all of these companies consistently throwing their money at these service games? Oh my God, we're enough, it's enough. I get it. But when I was playing today, what ended up happening was, I haven't been playing a lot of new stuff lately. I haven't been feeling well. I've been very, very busy. And so I've been almost playing like a normal gamer where it's like, it's got to be something really exciting. Whereas usually I'll just play every single thing for the show. Now I just play, the last couple weeks I've been like, I'm just playing what is easy and fun and I'm already into. And it has been amazing how much I get it now. It's not that I didn't intellectually get it, but now I'm like, I like Call of Duty. Like, I love it. I love Marvel Snap. They add just enough every couple of weeks to keep me coming back. And I totally get why it's so addictive and why all these companies are chasing this. Because if you can get one, man, you're golden. You're fucking golden. Wildgate is the name of this. Yeah. Addy Pie says live service shits on single player in terms of revenue. EA is making an absurd amount by selling FIFA every year. Right. 100%. 100%. We need to convince Bunny to try Repo. I would love to, but she says she gets nervous. Jim Lee did the cover for Blackthorn. I don't know, but Blackthorn was amazing. RTU's After Work Burrito. Thank you, bud, for being a member for a month. We appreciate it, sir. He says, what's going on, Jaffe? What are you getting into tonight? Well, we're talking about this. We've kind of almost finished talking about this. And now we're going to show you some old school designs from the post God of War days. And then we're going to play some other fucking video games and talk games and shoot the shit and hang out. Yeah, I have Assassin's Creed Awesome Tatum, but I just haven't really gotten around to, it looks fine. It looks good, actually. But I'm not really all that interested right now because I'm just busy with so many other things. I have not seen the new Final Destination trailer. The only one that I saw was the one where the guy was getting the nose piercing and it got caught in the fan and it started spinning around. I did see that Sony to release new God of War game about Greece 2025. It wouldn't surprise me. It absolutely would not surprise me, but I have heard nothing. All right, Mutant Mo, you got it. But I haven't seen the final trailer, though, of the Final Destination. So yeah, actual trailer is out. Okay. So the other day, Tech and I raised some money for members. Conte was super generous. A lot of you guys and gals were super fucking generous. But I feel we let you down on the product because what I did. So I just want to show you. I want to try again. I'm not going to charge for it, of course, but I want to show you again. Just kind of give you some behind the scenes peekies if you're interested. I'll go quick. I won't take forever. If you followed me in various, hello, Robbo. If you followed me in various different places on the internet through the years, you may have seen some of these, but this is the document that I wrote looking for the game that I would make after we shipped God of War. And I mean, looking back now, what a mistake it was for me to start a company that was Eat, Sleep, Play. I really should not have done that, but I just didn't know any better. Regrets are weird. I'm sure you wouldn't have been able to talk me out of it, but looking back now and for quite some time, I've looked back and said that was a really dumb mistake on my part at a game development level. Did I play Deep Rock Galactic, says Beast? No, I have not. I heard it's great, but I haven't played it. So, all right. So this, a lot of people have heard about. This was the beginnings of Heartland, which was basically Red Dawn, a playable version of Red Dawn, right? So it says the high concept is, and this is how we would do it. We would do these things called 1 or 2 pagers, and we would send them out, and it would be an attempt to create interest in what we were doing, and hopefully people would go, oh, I want to greenlight that, or I want to work on that, and it would kind of get it would get people talking in the studio, and we'd get greenlit and blah blah blah. I love Twisted Metal Head On and TM 2012. If you hadn't started Eat Sleep Places, Eddie, would those have existed? Twisted 2012 probably would, but you absolutely guaranteed would have gotten Twisted Metal Black 2, Harbor City. The reason Harbor City was canceled was because Scott and I decided to form a company together, and he left to do that with me. A bunch of the other guys went to work on Warhawk, and there just weren't enough people to support that game. So, So I would say absolutely. There is a game called Shit Kickers that I'll show you in a minute, but Heartland was the Red Dawn thing where China invades America and you basically play, it was kind of like me. It was me trying to sort of make some kind of statement on the Iraq war and stuff, but that's what it was, right? So and this is why, by the way, with AI now, we would do, we didn't have that. So we would have to go out to the internet and just find images that we hoped kind of conveyed the idea. And now it's super easy, right? But at the time, no, we were just picking stuff off the internet. So I might even put this up if anybody actually wants to read this. I'm not going to read it to you because it'll be boring. But if members want me to put this up somewhere, I can certainly put it up and you guys can just download it and read it and just kind of see the kind of stuff we were doing. This one was a little bit more thought out than some of the other ones coming up. Let's see. Current problems with the concept, what I wrote. The biggest problem I see is it's currently an execution piece. There's nothing inherently clever or unique or innovative about the play mechanics. It's really the mood, theme, and story that make it commercial, and then it's up to how good the game is under the hood. But I would imagine we would want to make this game as soon as possible since this was going to be a PSP game. I wanted to do like the definitive shooter. I did not take a loan out on the Toyota Corolla. I have been very fortunate, and I've never had to take a loan out for a car since I was in high school. I just buy them. What the fuck was up with that lunch with Colin? What do you mean, Witch? I don't understand the question. Oh, you goddamn right, Aura. The Glammy's wedding, it totally looked like it was like I was waiting for like a cult shootout to start or something. Thank you, Power. Proven Flawless says, I love Twisted Metal. The online was amazing. Thanks for making it, especially the helicopter. Yes, it was my idea. People hated the helicopter. But, I look back at it now and I'm like, yeah, that was probably not the best. I loved it, but, he was being transphobic. What was he saying? Which, he may not agree with me and he may not agree with you on our takes on politics as they relate to LGBT and LGBT allies. But what did he say that was transphobic? Was it about the women in sports thing, or I'm not? What do you mean? Will you see you again, director God of War? Probably not. You never know, but probably not. Okay. The Suit, high concept, a third-person military-themed action game where you play a Marine who has been teamed up with a sentient high-tech battle suit that is alive. Think Knight Rider, but a cool Iron Man suit instead of a car. That was something we were kicking around and debating. Again, you guys let me know if you actually want this, and I can put this up so you can read it. Hello, Wizard. Night's going great. I'm sick, but it's going great. Flood. This was about, let's see. Every 15 years or so, the small town of Shadow Creek, South Carolina floods. Within days, much of the town is submerged underwater. Only the tallest building, like the 100-year-old church and the rundown hospital, have floors that peak above the muddy water line. This creepy locale where the rain never stops falling and the sun rarely pokes through the clouds is the setting for Flood. In the game, you play the local sheriff who gets a distress call from deep within the submerged town. Hopping in your motorboat filled with scuba gear and other surveillance rescue items, you head into town to rescue people. Turns out there are no survivors. 100 years ago, during a similar flood, the residents chained up the doors to the local asylum, and now the ghosts of the drowned dead are back for vengeance. Wow. So this was probably going to be like a Resident Evil kind of game, as I remember. Grind, don't ask me why. I thought about making a skateboard game. Who the fuck knows? But there's that. High Speed Rumble. Midnight Club meets NFL Blitz. In other words, take the very popular street racing genre and arcade the shit out of it. So that was kind of the high concept. We just wanted to do like a straight up arcade fun racer. Red State Racing. High concept. It's basically the same as High Speed Rumble, but we abandon the street racing urban vibe and go for Southern Roots, Red State, Hell's Angel, country rock soundtrack vibe. This one may or may not work with the airbrush art style. It may be better visually if we go a bit more real, but the feel, the vibe is the same. Okay, so no, not Burnout. No, Jonathan. Hey, Jonathan's here. If he wants to play Split Fiction, we can do that in a little bit. But no, it would have been more. It probably would have been more like the Cruisin' USA series meets Twisted Metal, Dukes of Hazzard, Jay. Right, that kind of vibe, right? Yeah, Rob, I'll put this up. Absolutely, if you want. You know, you would have had all these dune buggies and pickup trucks and Trans Ams and shit like that. This is like a Fort Haunted. You know, this was me. I was going to make a game like Myst, but it was all going to be with photography. So we were going to go to New Orleans and we were going to shoot everything live, and then we were going to put it together in like a Myst sort of adventure kind of thing. But yeah, obviously we never made it. So what else? Spy game. SOCOM with tons of high-tech gadgets. Third-person run-and-gun game that mixes shooting with using all kinds of cool mini-game-style gadgets. In essence, it's a game that lets you play with cool spy toys, is what the idea was. And then it gets into all the things that you could kind of do with it. This was Shit Kickers, Mutant Mo. High concept. Max Payne, but set in the Deep South. So it was going to be called Shit Kickers, and it was basically Walking Tall that The Rock remade. Hey, Tomas, good to see you, buddy. He says, I usually just watch the Madhouse streams, but popping over here to chill with the boys and the ladies. We got the ladies over here as well. Thank you, pal. Thank you, pal. How much do I tip for DoorDash, for Taco Bell? I always tip 15%. That usually comes to $3 or $4. Shit Kickers gives the NASCAR fan their very own action hero. Shit Kickers is not goofy, silly, dumb redneck humor. It actually glamorizes the Red State culture. Think of a Hard Edge, Dukes of Hazzard, or Smokey and the Bandit. The game would have country music and southern rock soundtrack with country stars even starring in some of the smaller NPC roles like Willie Nelson, Faith Hill, Dolly Parton, etc. Kind of like what urban rap games do with rap stars, i.e. 50 Cent's Bulletproof. It's a shooting and driving game. Okay, this is called Savage. Yes, Necro. That the underwater concept was about the coffins floating. An M-rated game about a brutal gunslinger and an equally badass hot female Native American lady. Think Red Dead Revolver, but with good gameplay and a lot more M-rated carnage and style. So we were looking to do a shooter kind of story about in the Wild West, but it was not going to be a big open world. It was going to be more like a Max Payne Western structure. So much more sort of focused on the action. This art, a lot of this was probably Lee Wilson, if I remember correctly, who did the Twisted Metal art. He worked on some God of War stuff. He then went on to be an art director over on Halo. I also worked with a guy named John Woo that did different one. But I think this is Lee. This is Lee Wilson right here. Yeah, super talented guy. Kind of like Gunn, kind of like Wet, but even Gunn was open world, if I remember correctly, right? This would have been more, structured, much more structured, right? What else did we have? These were just quick ideas. I wanted to do an RPG set in Vegas. It was like a gambling RPG where you go to a casino and it's not just the gambling part, but it's like you're dealing with mobs and you're dealing with this weird girl, and it was, whatever. World War I first person shooter, Medal of Honor set in World War I. Tons of cool weapons and locations that have never been tapped for an action FPS. Biplanes, early mounted machine guns, Zeppelins, horse mounted soldiers, swords. Yes, they were still used. Early howitzer guns, blah, blah, blah. Civil War first person shooter I wanted to do. These were just a bunch of quick ideas, right? So I'm not going to read them all to you. So hopefully this is a little bit more satisfying to hear about than the document. But these were things that I spent about 3 months doing. Hey, bro that survived. Good to see you, buddy. I spent about 3 or 4 months doing after I came back from my God of War vacation. And I was like, I want to see what I would like to make next. And so looking back on these, I mean, it's interesting to me because this really does feel like, the PS3 era and the PS2 era. Like, this is when I was very, I think, connected to, it's not that no one liked these. They did. In fact, we were making, we ended up greenlighting, I think we were talking to a developer about shit kickers. And really what I should have done is there's a Nightmare on Elm Street game in there. What I should have done is I should have kept my ass at Sony, Santa Monica. But you don't know if I could go back in time, and I don't know if I would have done this. But I would have been like, hey, I know you want a lot of money. I know you want to sell your company like Scott did and all this shit, and all your friends are selling their companies. Don't do it. Just don't fucking do it. The ability you have to succeed. Hey, there's Scotty Crawford. What's up, buddy? That's my nephew there in Beham. The ability you have to succeed because of this world that you're in, the inoculated world that Alan has created at Sony Santa Monica, you are not going to be able to create for yourself outside these walls. There's too many factors that you don't even know about because you've been protected by the mothership that is Sony. Don't throw that away. But, hindsight's a bitch, Fanto. What are you going to do? But I wouldn't have gotten to be here in this way with you delightful people. Pompish, I'm feeling okay. I have a pretty, my cold's not bad. I don't have a fever or anything like that. It's just, especially at night, you get coughing a lot. So I'm doing a lot of coughing right now, but,
This was way better, Jaffe.
Right? I know, but look,
structured. It was so good.
Well, because sometimes we have to sort of, what do? We fall down. Shut up, you whore. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I am congested. Jaffe, I think you're wrong. Look at what happened to Insomniac with Sony. It was a very different time, though. This was not that. This would have been still with Alan and Shannon and all those guys. But anyway, that's life, baby. You got to roll with the punches and blah, 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 blah. So that's that. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I don't know. I know everybody, it's been talked to death. I know everybody saw the big battle that has been going on with the Assassin's Creed social media account and Grums, which is just so fucking great. So fucking great. If you haven't seen it, basically, I'll just show it to you real fast just to kind of fill you in on the details here. Grum says you can tell a lot about Ubisoft with how much money they're throwing at terrorist platforming streamers. He is such a little little man. He is absolutely such just such a zero of a person. I feel kind of bad for the guy, right? And then Elon Musk says Hassan is a fraud. Now, let me tell you something. If you have never seen somebody simp for somebody in the worst way possible, whenever Elon Musk even glances towards Grums, and he's done it once or twice, Grums is like, all he wants to do is be Elon's buddy, because he'll retweet it and it's like, yes, and all this total performative horse shit, right? So Elon says Hassan is a fraud. Sellout would be more accurate. Objectively, he's promoting a terrible game just for the money. Assassin's Creed tweeted back, is that what the guy playing your Path of Exile 2 account told you? Which, there you go. And then Grum says, Assassin's Creed Shadow isn't the hit Ubisoft desperately needs. And of course, Elon is on it, because he's just so desirous for Elon to actually see him. And then Assassin's Creed hit back and said, well, at least basically our game is out, right? Can you imagine, good God, if Elon Musk is so dumb, and he might be, that he reached out to Grums because he wants to do his studio and said, come on, let's make a game. Oh, he might as, good Lord, talk about a waste of money. Talk about a waste of fucking money. But yeah, I can't stand this guy, right? But then this came out today, and I don't know if you guys have been following this. Western Kabuki, which I guess just covers news on the internet, says, we have a scoop about Grums and tried to reach out to him for comment before we publish, but he's shutting down all routes communication. He is nervous. So I'm real, obviously, because I don't like this guy. I'm real eager to see what this scoop is. In the meantime, while we finish putting our research together, we've been covering this pervert for a while. Here's our original look into Grum's insanity that was recorded almost a year ago. And then Alyssa Mercante, friend of the show, tweeted out a signal boost. If you've worked with Blizzard from 97 to 2006, specifically on StarCraft, Diablo, or Warcraft, I want to talk to you about Mark Kern, a.k.a. Grums. So she's clearly writing an article on this guy. So hopefully all of this, right, Nathaniel, I agree, Grums is garbage. He is a toxic person that is cruel and ignorant, and just, I had him on the show once. I thought we had a fine conversation, and then he just spiraled into idiocy. And I'm very excited to see if either that story or Alyssa's story really does kind of, put this guy in his place. I don't want to see anybody get hurt, but the guy's just done a lot of fucking damage, and he asked to be the face.
Such a grifter.
Such a grifter. He asked to be the face of this movement. I don't know if he asked, but he clearly has gone out of his way to paint himself as a face of this movement. So I hope he gets what he fucking deserves, which is to kind of, get his shit, shut down in whatever way that needs to be.
What do you think it's going to be, Jabby? There's probably two options, maybe a third if you can think of it, but it's either going to be like, something sexual, like he jacked off on webcam, like that CNN guy that we saw this morning on Madhouse.
Jeffrey Toobin, yeah.
Yeah, it's either going to be that, or it's going to be some like business malpractice, like he was withholding funds from employees, or like, fired people, that you shouldn't have fired based on like some racial undertones or something. I imagine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past him to be like, I got into a position of power, let's fire some black employees.
It could, I have no idea what it will be. What I know is, and people in the chat, or I guess Addy in the chat, who's a troll, but he says, Addy wrote, where did it go? He's done no damage. He exposed the industry. No, he didn't. If his job was really to expose the industry, what he would do is he would interview, not that he's a journalist, but he would interview the people that I've talked to, for example, who work at Sony and who worked on a lot of these games. And they're like, dude, that's not how any of this works. We did not take our marching orders from Sweet Baby. Sony never came down from on high. And the God of War team told me this and said, you must do your game like this. We want the young girl love interest for Atreus to be a black girl. None of that happened. Now, it doesn't mean the writers didn't make choices that Grums and people like Grums may not like. But the fact is, if he really wanted to expose the industry, then he should have actually done some homework and talked to people who are like, because I've asked them, they've been on the show. It's like, how much reality is here? They're like, dude, none. This doesn't happen. And as I've said ad nauseum, do you think Cory Barlog? Do you think Neil Druckmann? Do you think Eric Williams would be like, yeah, you know what I'll do? I've worked my ass off to get into this position of creative power. You know what I'll do? I'll let these people, these randos that have never had a hit, come into my fucking writing group in my studio and tell my guys and tell me what I'm going to make. I mean, what are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? It would not happen. It would not happen. And if it did happen, somebody would have leaked it and said, dude, I got to tell you what happened with you know, when Sweet Baby Inc. came to talk to Corey, right? That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna play the fuck out of Flood, by the way. Flood is a cool design topic.
Of course it's a good... I'm a fucking genius. I just got busy doing this. When Grums tried targeting Colin Moriarty, Colin was able to effortlessly tear apart his bullshit. Well, everybody was, because he basically tweeted a lie about Mr. Matty Plays. It was obviously a lie, and it was whether it was intentional or not, he retweeted an easily proven false doctored document. It was bullshit. It was bullshit. Yeah, I don't know. So this is a game called Drivers of the Apocalypse. And I don't think it's multiplayer, but I could be wrong. But I've been following this on Twitter, the developer, for a while. And again, you know, I know people make fun of me because I really liked Fast and Furious Crossroads. Even though it was it was very janky video game, but it had a lot of great imagination and stuff like this. I would rather have a really cool mission-based single-player car combat game, which is what this is starting to look like, than just another online, battle game. I will say, though, that the guys who are making that hover car combat game reached out to me, and I owe them an email back because they said, hey, we would love for you to play the game and give us your thoughts. So the one that they showed a couple of weeks ago at the Future Game Show or last week or whatever.
Yeah.
I did play, yes, MK Ness. I played the car combat season of Fortnite. I thought it was a great deal of fun.
Would you pitch your Flood idea to the makers of Subnautica?
Yeah, but they don't need my ideas. They have their own ideas. Nobody needs my ideas or anybody's ideas. Why would they do that?
It's a good idea. Plus, Subnautica's already like oriented in that fashion. I imagine they have like the background of making like a submerged.
No, I'd pitch it to Rob the Mod, and I'd say, how much, Rob, do you need to put together a team to make a certain level of game with you and a couple people you'd hire, and then maybe I'd go out and try to kickstart the money. But that I wouldn't want to go to like a proper already existing developer because people already are making their own dream games. They don't want to make mine, and I don't blame them. Pompish, thank you for the super chat, buddy. He says, it blows my mind when people are successful, have everything, and then decide to ruin their life over some power position. Are you talking about Grums? Grums probably didn't have any power. He got, however, whatever story you believe, he was no longer with his company. He tried to raise a bunch of money to make a new game, which I don't think we haven't seen much of. It might, but I haven't seen any indication it will ever come out. But so maybe you're talking about that guy. I don't know about him, but sexual power trip stuff. Okay, but I don't understand the context. Why is that coming up? Were we talking about sexual power?
Well, I said the possibility is that it's like some sexual thing, or it's like he did some bad business practices based on like DEI or race or something, that he just innately is a hateful person towards other people. So he's saying, we see so many stories about people in the industry, or in any industry for that matter, who get to a position of power and then they're like, I'm going to start jacking off in front of my secretary.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Jaffe, do I use Discord to call in? Yeah, if you want to call in, you just put yourself in the call-in show waiting room and we will bring you on the show, my good friend. Absolutely. Absolutely. Tech, why are you spamming the Discord, baby?
so they can join.
Were they
Hit the
only-
Discord, boys,
All right. Okay, hang on.
so they can see it.
All right, let's see what else we got. Hang on, where did that thing go? I'm going to eat a burrito, so let's talk and then we'll play some games or whatever. But what do you guys want to talk about? What's in the news? What's on your mind? What's bothering you? What makes you what makes you tingly in the nether region? I don't know, Tech. What should we talk about? We could talk about Switch Direct, Morgan, tomorrow morning. I mean, okay. I mean, the thing is, first off, I think we know we'll see Metroid, which is really weird because, because it's weird because that's clearly, we assume, going to be a launch title, like an up-res version on the Switch 2, which makes me go, wouldn't you want to save it for a big push less than a month away? But that's...
You want to hear my theories, Jaffe?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think because we saw the mouse functionality out of the Switch 2 controllers that are coming in, right?
Yep. Which will be a big part of Metroid, I assume.
They're going to design a VR headset for the Switch, and you essentially play at like a desk or a table, and you're like in a captain's chair.
You're talking about the Switch 2. We're talking about
Switch 2.
Switch 1 is tomorrow.
Oh. What do you mean Switch 1? What is there making updates for Switch 1?
They're just saying that, hey, there's going to be new games coming, and we're going to do a Nintendo Direct tomorrow morning that's going to be all
lame.
about the
I don't
Switch
care.
1. But then in a couple of weeks, you're going to see Switch 2 showcase. So,
yeah,
I hope they
Switch
don't.
2.
I hope we don't see Metroid tomorrow, but it looks like we will. I hope we don't see a new Mario Kart tomorrow. It looks like we will. Go ahead.
And for the Switch 2 VR thing, imagine you buy like an accessory, right? The Switch 2 slides into the iSlide. I think we had that for the Switch 1 near launch. They had that type of functionality. But now that you have the dual controller, like dual mouse input, you can do a mech game where you're in the controller seat and you have to slide the controllers on the table in front of you or the desk to like control the arms of the mech. Maybe it's Metroid. Maybe it's a new mech game. But
I don't know. They showed some footage of what looked like the new Metroid, so we'll see. But couple of weeks. April 2nd is next week. Switch Direct 2 or Switch 2 Direct. So yeah, I'm totally there. Thank you, Hector. Why don't we bring in Kenny B? Would you grab Kenny B and bring him in here, buddy?
Kenny B! Welcome to the show, Kenny B. How's it going?
Oh, hey, what's going on, guys?
How are you, bud? What's up? Kenny?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Can you still hear me, by the way?
I can hear you, but I wonder if you're on a delay because maybe you're hearing your voice on TV versus using your mic or something. Yeah, there's a delay. You're watching it on the computer.
Yeah, just sit in the Discord, not the stream.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Yeah, can you hear us right now?
Okay. Yeah, I hear you just fine. Yeah, because I switched over to the YouTube because I wasn't sure if my camera was on or whatnot.
No, just your voice. So what's up, man? What do you want to talk about?
Oh, it's just the voice. Yeah, okay. So one thing that really pissed me off this weekend is the gentleman by the name Nerdrotic. Now, I mean, as we all know, the Snow White... Mm-hmm.
He's not on our community. You mean like on the internet or in our community?
Yeah, on the internet. Yeah,
okay,
Nerdrotic. I'm pretty sure Tech is familiar with him.
I know who he is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I just found that he had a very horrible take. And it's very unfortunate because guys like him have such a huge audience now, especially in this age of, where, things are very democratized right now. So he has a very huge audience. And some of the takes he had about this film and just the bashing.
Well, what did he say? I didn't watch it. Can you talk to me about what he said? What were his biggest complaints?
Okay, one of the things that I was taken aback by that he brought up, and he was on, not only did he do this in his own review, but he was on with Glenn Beck.
Okay.
And I guess in this new adaptation, looks like at the beginning of the film, they show you everyone kind of sharing everything. And that's kind of the new concept that they have when they say the fairest of them all. is that she's like her parents want her to be fair to the people in the kingdom, and what he alluded to is that
That's pretty
that's a
clever.
form of Thank you. Right? You think, oh, okay, cool, right? You know, not
That's
a
a neat.
modern
That's
take.
yeah, that's a neat twist. I like that.
And he likened it to communism.
Why?
You're asking the same question I asked myself when I heard him say that, not only in his review video, but in online with Glenn Beck. And even Glenn Beck asked him, well, like, what's communist about the film, right? He was like, oh yeah, because they're sharing stuff in the movie. I'm
Yeah.
like,
It was pretty
so
cringe.
that's why I'm so concerned with what I'm seeing lately on
I'm
YouTube, on
cringe.
X. I'm cringe. Who?
No,
what?
that
Who's
that,
that?
That's yeah. Don't worry about it. Keep on.
that he was playing a soundbite from someone else, but it was an inappropriate time to play it. I think he thought it would be funny, but like many
Someone
things,
else.
he missed. Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
someone
ahead,
else
Kenny.
was,
Go ahead, Kenny.
Yeah, so yeah, once again, these guys have huge platforms and they're putting out this type of perspective that I find very dangerous, right? Because something to me that's just like you said earlier, especially as someone as a game creator, as a creative,
Yeah.
you think about it like, okay, that's a smart way to go by it, right? To modernize the story, right?
Yeah.
And also to add something to it. Because what I wanted to tell Nerdrotic, and I really wish I could have conversations / debates with these guys, but I've tried many times on X to approach them,
Yeah.
message them, but they just avoid me like the plague.
Yeah, I
Because
think
once again,
it might be because you are looking to have a good faith conversation, and they are looking to be performers, and this is their shtick, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't really make any sense, right? There's, the idea, like, I haven't seen Snow White. I heard it's okay. It's really not on my radar. If my kids were still small, I'm sure we'd go see it. But, the bigger problem, honestly, is, in my opinion now, that's just my opinion, our culture has become so stupid and so easily led and manipulated that the issue isn't someone like Nerdrotic or Glenn Beck or whatever. It's the fact that there's a lot of us out there that are just too fucking, and I don't mean stupid like they're bad people, but just uneducated. They don't have media literacy. They don't really understand how we're all being played. To me, that is the bigger issue, because the only these guys go away in a heartbeat if we start activating more critical thinking amongst all of us. But until that happens, you're not going to argue these guys out of a job. Like, I literally saw a man and woman whose 6-year-old girl died of measles the other day in Texas. And she said, the dad said, well, we wouldn't do anything different. We wouldn't vaccinate her because that's bad. And I'm like, motherfucker, science proves that the vaccinations against measles would have kept your daughter alive. And you still aren't willing to admit that maybe you're wrong, right? I mean, we got bigger problems than some grifter who wants to talk about Snow White. But I hear you, but I would just advise, the more we can all, whatever political beliefs you have, constantly keep our guard up against all of this fucking bullshit and go, what's the most likely thing that's happening here? Is this shit true, or are we all being played? I mean, who gives a shit if Snow White, let's assume for the moment that Snow White is a pure pro-socialist movie. Okay, so what? What's the problem with that? It's a free country, First Amendment. Who gives a shit? What do you care if it's a pro-socialist movie?
Right, but what's interesting is that he, at least in his review video, he didn't bring that up, right? What's even more concerning is that I want to ask him, like, you do realize that this film is for a very target audience, right? I mean, you have folks who love musicals and young females, right? Like young girls
and kids,
maybe some boys too. Kids in general,
yeah.
but mostly girls. Right?
Probably,
Snow White,
yeah, sure. It's probably not aimed at the same group of kids that want to go see the new Ninja Turtle action movie or something. But sure, yeah, it's certainly not for this guy or Glenn Beck, that's for sure. But I assume his angle was they're poisoning the brains of the kids, right?
But okay, but what I would like to ask him is poison it with what? Because I would ask him, well, did they have like the Communist Manifesto like on a bookshelf somewhere? Like did they preach about Marx and Engels? Like when you
Well, what was he
over
saying was
millions-
so offensive about it then? Did he said like he must have when he went on Glenn Beck, was he saying something about the problems with it?
brought that up, and I would ask anyone if you have a few minutes to look up Glenn Beck Nerdrotic Snow White.
All right, let me look it up.
Watch it. I'm watching it myself, and I'm just like he's saying, well, you know how sometimes people say something, but without really saying anything.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just empty words.
Story of my
a
life.
lot of buzzwords and talking points, right? When the situation is so much more nuanced, and it's just that's what bothers me with this, right? And then the way he speaks about the actress, and I wanted to, and if I ever get a chance to speak to her, I would ask him, like, you do realize at the time she shot this film, she was probably 21 years old.
Okay.
Like, how wise were you at 21? All of us can remember when we were that age. Like,
I wanted to talk to you.
there's so much that we didn't know at that time. So the way he just chastises this girl is just, it's,
Right.
once again, I just realized, yeah, it's just like you said earlier, like the polarization and shame on him.
But
man,
more
you know?
importantly, it's like, why can't however old she is, why can't she have an opinion that we disagree with? I don't
Exactly.
I don't particularly have. I don't know enough. As much as I've tried to be educated on Israel, Palestine, and Gaza, I don't know enough to have an actual valuable opinion to share that isn't sort of forged in the drama clickbait aspect of our media, right? And I've watched a bunch of documentaries and I've had conversations, and we had Septic Sauce on the show who's totally anti-Israel, pro-Palestine, and we had Mr. K on the show who is a former Israeli soldier, and they were discussing it. And I'm just like, I'm not in a position to know anything other than I think innocence being hurt is the worst thing ever, and both of them agreed with that, right? So when it comes to Rachel Ziegler opening her mouth, or Gal Gadot, who actually was in the military, opening her mouth, it's like, so you don't agree with her. I didn't agree with what that Gina Carano said about the Holocaust when she got fired from whatever it was, The Mandalorian, and I don't think she should have been fired. She has a right to an opinion that's not mine. But again, it goes it goes back to critical thinking. It's just this idea that people have been convinced that if anybody, like I'm on this Keemstar network right now, there's stuff he's said in the past I don't agree with, that I don't like, but he's not actively out there, as far as I can tell, harming people. And if he was, I wouldn't work with him. But it's like, it's all or nothing. Maybe the reason a lot of these younger generation kids struggle to find work these days is because they'll only work for companies that agree with them 100% on every goddamn thing. And guess what? That's not going to happen. Of course, you're never going to find a job that way. But I'm gonna scrub through this. Hang out if you want to watch it with us. I'm not gonna watch the whole thing, but I got the Glenn Beck thing up. I'll turn it on for a second. Pompish, thank you for the super chat. I'm cringe. It's always a good laugh. You goddamn right, sir. You goddamn right, sir. Okay. Let's watch this. At least a little bit of it. Tech protect. Keep an ear out for this and let me know when it gets boring, because it's 11 minutes. I don't want to show the whole clip. All right.
Probably like the first 3 minutes I would watch.
All right,
the rest is just filler.
All right, here we go.
Because you might be as happy as I am at the failure of Snow White.
Dick.
And I wanted to talk to you about what you're seeing at Snow White, with Snow White.
I'm ecstatic at this failure. It's been 2 years, and it's been one of many now predictable Disney failures. And it's really built up to a head and hit the cultural zeitgeist. And it's more than just a movie at this point, because normally I wouldn't even watch a princess movie, but it became such a punching bag in the culture war and a symbol. And Rachel Zegler has become the symbol of everything that's wrong with modern Hollywood.
I love how this jackass Glenn Beck is wearing a cowboy hat, sitting on a horse, wearing like an 1850s cowboy jacket with a bandana scarf around his neck, like he's some kind of like he doesn't get driven back and forth to the studio. He rides his horse in. Talk about bullshit. But anyway,
Hollywood right now, and seeing it just crumble does my heart good because the universe tends to unfold as it should, Glenn. This is the balancing act. This is a movie that was made before the cultural shift or during it, actually, and now it just feels dated, and the audience has spoken. They were, honestly, Glenn, they were telling every trailer that hit YouTube was getting ratioed into oblivion, and yeah, so Disney was telling you exactly what this movie was going to be, and the audience was telling them exactly what they thought of it. And now, unsurprisingly, it's flopping.
So, you say this was made at the height of it. And I think this is also, this movie, her reaction, the way they did all of it, I think this is part of the undoing of that era as well.
Absolutely, and we've seen that play out in the last year. If we want to even go back to The Acolyte or go back before that with the Marvels, these were movies made with a mindset of identity politics, intersectional feminism, which really goes against what Hollywood had done for hundreds of years, which is tell good stories that are authentic.
All right,
and
gamer.
A lot of
This
that
is
is
boring.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I know this type of person. I don't really care. I mean, you're not, what you're not going to be able to do with these kind of people is you're not going to be able to know who's performative, who's playing a character, and who's serious about it. All of those things are troubling. But frankly, I don't care, really. It's
yeah,
like,
by the way, the video you're watching is not the one in question. It's the one published by Nerdrotic on his YouTube channel.
all right, well, whatever. I mean, the
Where he,
yeah, I mean,
just a quick summary where he goes on the Nerdrotic YouTube channel is he makes the claims like, isn't Snow White supposed to be the fairest of them all? Doesn't fairest mean the lightest skin? Is that not like lying to the audience? And then he goes on to be like, oh, do you think the bandits were hired for DEI because there's like a brown one and a black one and maybe a Jewish one? There's a Japanese guy. Like he's just doing all the grums takes.
And tech protect. And what I wish he would tell his audience is that Rachel Zegler's mother's Colombian and her dad is Polish. That's what he doesn't tell you, and that's what pisses me off with these guys. If you're gonna go on this rant, on this kind of closet racist rant, that's one thing. But at least inform your audience. Oh yeah, by the way, her mother's Colombian, her dad is Polish. So I mean, that's pretty white to me. So I don't, what are we talking about here? But
I don't know.
Anyways, I just wanted to bring that up because I saw it over the weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you bringing it up. I really do. I don't quite know how. I don't know what a healthy reaction is to this stuff anymore, right? It's like somebody in the chat said, or Awesome Tatum just said, it's like, God forbid there's a pro-woman movie, just don't fucking see it. Not everything, to me, it goes to the heart of, I had this guy on Lolcow, a guy named Pharaoh. And I said something, and he says, "Oh, you get the N pass. You can say the N word because he's a black guy." And I'm like, I don't want the N pass. Okay. Why do I want the N pass? Why I don't? First off, I don't need your permission to say it. I have the First Amendment to do that, but I would never say it.
Right.
The young people just call it the pass. You don't say the N pass.
Whatever.
Doesn't matter.
The bigger point, though, is that to me, when I look at these two guys. On screen, this Nerdrotic guy and Glenn Beck, and I look at this idea of white people wanting the pass, and I'm like, maybe it just goes back to that whole white people, white privilege, thinking everything has to be for them. White cis men. It's like, this movie isn't for you, Nerdrotic or Glenn Beck. Glenn Beck, you're older than I am. Unless you're taking your grandkids, this movie's not for you. Right? It's just like, not everything is about you. You can say yeah, go ahead.
And you and Tech brought up another good point.
Yeah.
About this whole crusade that he went on a few months back, especially after the height of Avengers, whatever the last one was, right?
In-game?
When he started do Endgame, right? And he started calling it the MCU constantly on all his videos.
Wait,
right?
say it again. The what?
He called it the MCU.
Oh, because there were some women in the movie?
No, it's not necessarily that. So once again, okay, so let me kind of just paint the picture, right? So after Endgame, Disney Plus starts to put out these shows, right? You had the one with the Arrow girl, you had the She-Hulk, which wasn't all that great, but whatever.
Hawkeye was fucking great though. That was a great series.
It was great, but those shows were more. They're kind of putting the women forward, right? That's at least that's how I looked at it. It's like, okay, you have Endgame, and let's kind of go into our back catalog and do the She-Hulks and the all those movies with the female leads, right?
I guess.
And
you don't want to leave out though, Winter Soldier and Falcon. That was all male version.
Right.
But
once again,
but sure, there were some.
But anyway, so he went on this crusade, and once again, the reason I bring it up is that I go back to what I alluded to earlier, is that these guys have huge platforms with a lot of viewers, and they're absorbing this nuance-laden, perspective-laden, perspective deficient type of content, right? So like, why are you calling it the MCU, right? Like, what if they decide, okay, we want to put these female characters forward? You have a franchise that's been out for over 10 years. I'm pretty sure a lot of young girls grew up on this content. So, and imagine now they want to watch this content and they're watching one of the biggest voices in the space call it MCU like it's a bad thing.
Yeah, I mean,
I find that extremely irresponsible. Like just
Grums, or we're talking about Nerdrotic?
I'm still on Nerdrotic.
But these guys don't care about responsibility. He has a right. Yeah, I agree, Zeke. He's just expressing an opinion, which is no different than what's happening on this show. I absolutely support and defend his right. That's what I'm saying. My issue is not that this guy has what I consider a stupid, ignorant opinion. My issue is that there are a lot of people, mostly young people, that are easily manipulated because they have not been taught critical thinking. They have not been taught media literacy. And so they are just falling for this horse shit hook, line, and sinker. And they're being, turned into these really dumb automatons that can be monetized and used in the culture wars.
That's Jaffe's sake. Mine is Neurotic is so insecure and stupid. Fuck you, Neurotic. All right, that's my take.
You could have said it better right there, Jaffe. Perfect.
You goddamn right. All right, buddy. Thank you for calling, Kenny. We'll talk to you later. Good call. Thanks, sir. Who do we got now in the chat room waiting there?
It's the boy that survived.
Hello,
Jaffe.
Harry Potter. How are you, sir? What's going on? Survivor?
He's muted, Jaffe.
What's up, buddy?
I am alive. How are you doing, Jaffe? It's nice to talk to you.
I'm doing well. I see, by the way, that our troll from this morning, Tracy Montgomery, has now migrated over here. You can't get enough of me, can you, Tracy? You need me on that wall. You want me on that wall. I understand. I'm a pretty big deal. All right, what's going on, sir? What do you want to talk about?
Well, Jaffe, we can talk about whatever you want to talk about. I don't know if that culture war topic is tired and you want to move for the audience or not, but it's just what was on the brain.
I'll let Tech decide when it's time to move on, because I can get kind of wrapped up in shit. So it's
we spent 30 minutes with this guy's take on this one YouTube video. So we go on to the next thing. Jaffe has an opinion about. Go, Jaffe.
Well, I want to hear what he wanted to talk about.
The culture war thing, huh?
Well, give me.
I'm cool with moving on.
I mean,
Throw it to us. Give the pitch.
Yeah, what do you want to talk about?
All right. Well, shit, man. I don't have a specific topic. I figured we would just talk about whatever you want to talk about. But, I mean, all I was going to say.
What's up with the youth?
What's up
with
the
youth?
Yeah. Dude, I have no idea. I couldn't tell you because I'm, compared to you guys, still part of it. I'm almost 30.
Yeah.
But
you're older than me.
I'm older than you. Well, I guess that makes sense. But after all, you are pig vomit. Anyways, so what I what I think about the youth is that
I'm
there's
cringe.
well, that too, but there's increasingly amounts of segmentation of these generations that I'm seeing. Because, like, you know, we want to talk about Zoomers and Gen A and stuff like that, and talk about them as big monoliths. But especially with things like COVID and all the other events that have been going on, the advent of the internet and the information era, I don't know. I think that kids these days, as it were, are less patient, but also more invested in finding out content stuff. So,
well, yeah, look, kids have had it rough. I don't, you know, my kids were teenagers, you know, right at the height of COVID. They had school shootings to worry about. I mean, there's a lot from their childhood that I look at now, and I know why a lot of these kids are anxious, and I know why these kids are, struggling. The one thing, though, that I also see, and I get this from my son, my daughter, and Tech, who's dating my daughter right now, which is they are so engaged with online discourse, which I think is great in a lot of ways. But these guys are constantly on Discord, debating, arguing, whatever. And I'm not one of these guys that feels like, oh, a relationship online that the person you've never met is not a real relationship. I don't believe that. But what I will say, though, is it is so easy to pull people in to your agenda online. And that's what really worries me, is that I do see the younger generation struggling with that, is what I would say. Which is
I absolutely
troubling.
agree with you.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. It is troubling because, I mean, you know, it's one of those things where the more you consolidate one thing, the more easily exploitable it is. So, like, this whole advent of, like, your Kai Cenats that get 20 million viewers at a time is just crazy to me, because I remember a YouTube where you'd have 1,000 subscribers and you'd be one of the kings of YouTube. So the numbers are just snowballing like crazy in terms of viewership, and it's all kids, right?
Oh yeah,
because it's all kids who grew up with Twitch and are still growing up with Twitch or streaming or
Discord,
or
all
things
that
like
shit.
that.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's led to this. I mean, Lolcow's a great example. They are terminally online. Like,
and it's addictive. I mean, I've never watched it until I became part of the content.
I have become sucked in.
And
it's insane.
It's genuinely good. I mean, it's not good content like it's good content in the way that, you know, it's a really smart, interesting take on, you know, political dynamics.
Yeah.
But it's good, trashy, addictive, tabloidy content. It just is. And my props to those guys, because it is it's a product that works.
Sure.
You know, so I get it. And it, you know, it's kind of like Ready Player One, when at the beginning of Ready Player One in the book and the movie, the guy's just like, everybody's into virtual reality now because the real world sucks. So why would we not be perpetually online? Why would we not be perpetually escaping? Because the world that's been left to everybody is pretty much the 1% fucking everybody over. But I want to get off politics, so let's talk about your favorite Sesame Street character. Go.
My favorite Sesame Street character,
yes,
is probably going to have to be, I don't know. Let's pick a wild pick. I'm going to go with Grover.
Yeah, Grover's pretty great. Well, okay.
Oscar the Grouch is the best one ever. Hands down. Always kept it real. He was like, why the fuck you guys are out here complaining about being sad? It's raining. I live in a trash can. You know, he's so real.
No, I think I agree with PK. Cookie Monster. Awesome says the Count. The Count's autistic as fuck, which is not a bad thing. But that guy is Rain Man of the goddamn puppet set.
Did you hear Cookie Monster? Well, it was originally designed to give like a reference to like an uncle or an aunt that has a drug habit.
No,
like it's all about like getting familiar with like people that have obsessive personalities or maybe a little bit manic about, you know, a certain object in their life.
No, I didn't know that. All right.
I made it up.
The boy who lived. Thank you for calling, buddy. I want to talk to you
Appreciate
soon.
it.
Thanks for the call.
Thanks, sir.
Of course. Tracy Montgomery says, I'm never on Discord because I'm too old for that. I'm 42. See, here's, by the way, Pompich, thank you for the super chat. He says, this has been good pacing. I hope you mean the show. Tracy, I don't agree with that. I think it's one of those things where it's just like, look, the kids go where the kids go. And right now, Discord, even though it's about to blow up with an IPO and it'll get fucked, they ultimately, it's just a communication platform, and you can find whatever you want on Discord. I think it's delightful. I wouldn't poo-poo it. I would spend a little time and look for communities that you like. I would join our Discord if you're into the stuff we talk about. Jaffe, how come you don't get bored? Says Big Mac. I get bored all the goddamn time. Have you met me, sir? All the goddamn time.
Discord's a good platform.
It is. It is.
I think, you know what?
Yeah, what's up?
What was your approach to social media for your kids growing up? Because I probably have a different take than you on how I would, in the future, introduce my kids to social media.
Hey, Bunny Buttons on Twitter. I wonder where she's at. So, we did not let our kids have social media accounts until they were, 9 or 10. And then, we tracked them. And there was one time Sarah, my daughter, was posting choreography things. And, there were some moments where we're like, okay, this is bad. We need to watch them a little bit more. And so we tried to be very, give them freedom, let them explore, let them go and find things they were interested in. But we also tried to be vigilant and pay attention. The problem with that, one of my kids was very good with that. And another one of my kids, and I won't tell you which one, I'll let you guess, another one of my kids, no matter what safeguards we put in place, net nanny, this, that, the other, they would just sort of figure out how to circumvent them because they didn't give a shit. And so there comes a point where it's like, well, you either pull the plug out of the wall or, so we had rules, but to be fair, it became impossible to be great at enforcing them all the time, is what I'd say.
Yeah, I think me personally, if I had kids, of course these change over time. As a 28-year-old, if I had kids, I'd feel less inclined to allow them to be online on social media platforms until like 13 or 15.
Yeah, it's a delightful theory.
Yeah,
but this is how the kids communicate now. So you're better off.
That's the point. Yeah, I feel like if the trend is that most kids in their age group are like, why the fuck aren't you online? Like, did you not see the video that so and so posted on their Wahazits app or whatever?
Yeah, I think a better goal.
You're at your friend's house party and you clog the toilet and there's no plunger. What do you do in that situation? Yeah. Asking for a friend.
Okay, Frank Blasey, I'll read that in a second. That's delightful. But what I would say about the kids on social media is ultimately they're going to get on it anyway. So you're better off putting your energy into working with them to learn how to critically think and do media literacy in that world. And I would do that with my kids. I remember we were in a hotel room at Disneyland once, and Sarah and I were watching, it was some story had broken, and we were watching it on MSNBC because, I'm inherently progressive and liberal. But I said to her, but now let's jump over to Fox News, and because they're covering the same story. And, as they say, it was like a teaching moment, but it was like they're both saying the same thing, but they're both telling you totally different things about it. And even the omissions is them pushing an agenda on both sides, right? So I think, honestly, exposing them to it and teaching them how to navigate it is probably the better winning hand than going, we're going to keep you away from it. Because here's the deal. No, you're not. Unless you want to raise your kid and homeschool them in a room with no friends, they are going to get it. And so you best prepare them for it is what I would say. Frank, you're at your friend's house party. You clog the toilet. There's no plunger. What do you do? Asking for a friend. I mean, I guess you go, if it's really your friend, you go to him and say, dude, I shit in your toilet and I can't get it out. You don't got to I mean, I would just tell your friend. I think the hardest one is like Dumb and Dumber, where you shit in a toilet and you're on a date and it doesn't flush. Then you're fucked. Then you're fucked, is what I would say. Tracy says, my daughter is 21 and she went to the military. She's not going to be home for another 10 months. And then after that, she goes to Alaska. Okay. She wanted to get out of our little town in Oklahoma. She was so brave and passed all the tests. Now she's currently in the U.S. Army. And then she says, I love you. Tracy, I'm such a fan of yours, buddy. But, oh, Tracy. Because she's not here. You're just typing into the chat of a live stream like it's a diary. I mean, and that's charmingly, and I don't know what to do. I don't know how to respond to that, Tracy, other than to say, tell your daughter thanks for her service, and I hope she is safe and enjoying her time. I don't know what to tell you, but it's good to see you.
What's your guess on the percentage of the internet that's fake? Like the dead internet theory. Do you think it's like 10%?
That are lies, or
like the people that chat in these rooms or watch YouTube videos or post
but
content?
Are they trolling, or do you mean bots?
No, they're AI. They're bots.
Well, I mean, we know Tracy's not, because I'm not. Conti says leave her alone. I'm not being mean to her. I'm just saying I want her. Maybe I was just giving her a little bit of a heads up, Canty, that she's not like writing in her diary. She's letting all of us know, the kid's name and all kinds of stuff about the kid. And, that's all I'm saying.
Have you seen that internet post from like the early 2000s where it's an old lady who's trying to get back to Facebook?
Yeah.
But she found her way to like a sexual assault survivors like webpage where you can like post comments and tell your story. And she posted a story that's like, I don't know where I am at. How can I get back to Facebook?
Yeah.
It's like the most liked thing on the fucking website. Oh, old people are fun.
All right. Now listen, here. Yeah, Briz, we're in the Matrix. You goddamn right. You didn't bomb the boy. Okay. I'm a bot. I'm not a bot, says Bitrate. Yeah, I'm here for Tracy as well. I'm not making fun of the woman. I'm just saying that, I would hate for her to look back and go, Jesus, I gave out my daughter's whole name and I said where she's stationed. And then I said I loved her. And I'm like, anyway. Oh, hello. Hey, there's Max. Max says, Jaffe, why didn't you do a stream about God of War turning 20? I mean, I don't know. I didn't have much to say about it turning 20. I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy to don't leave, Tracy. Tracy, call in. Let's talk, champ. I'm happy to talk God of War, but I don't know, Max. I don't know what your relationship is working with the game. For me, I love that I got to work on it. I love that I got to work on it with you guys. I'm real proud of my contributions to it. I love people saying that it meant a lot to them. But I don't really think about it all that much. So it being 20 years old doesn't really, the game means a lot to me. The experience means a lot to me, but it being 20 doesn't mean much. I mean, I didn't go to the event either. Did you go to one of the events? What do you mean she's gone, Canty? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? She literally was trolling me on my morning stream, and then she came here, and she wasn't trolling, and I was just kind of ribbing her a little bit about the fact that she was kind of writing a very personal comment to everyone in a chat room or in a YouTube comment section. I wasn't being mean to her. I like her. I hope she comes back on. Twisted Sith says, name one black person you care about right now for damage control. I don't understand that question. What does that mean? A black person you care... do you know what he's talking about, Tech?
Who?
In the chat, Twisted says, Jaffe...
Name one black person you care about right now for damage control. I don't know. Do you hate blacks, Jaffe? Is that a thing?
What? I don't even understand the what? What is he saying? Jaffe, I noticed you lost interest in playing games or not as much as before. Is it because the new titles are not your cup of tea? No, I just, I'm not, I'm, here's what I'll say. I mean, I'm playing a lot. I'm playing tons of Call of Duty right now. I'm playing tons of Marvel Snap right now. But I'm not really going out of my way to, play anything else at the moment just because I'm busy, I guess. I don't really think much about it. I'm still trying to get through Dragon Age. I'm just playing those games right now. That's where
you not beat Dragon Age yet?
Here's why I haven't beat Dragon Age. Okay. So I got to the point in the game and it said, hey, if you go down this road, it's a point of no return. So if you want to do any of the other side missions or this, that, or the other, you should do that before you click this because those won't be available.
Yeah, just make a save file.
Well, I'm not struggling with what that means to my life. I'm like, oh, okay, I want to try to do more of these little side quests. And I just did a really big one, and I came back to the main treehouse or whatever. And if you haven't played the game, there's like a top-down map, and whenever any of the characters want to talk to you, there's an exclamation point on the map. And I came back to the map and there's like 7 of them. And so now I got to just go run around the little tree house and go to each person, click a button, watch a cutscene, go to each person, click a cut. And I haven't wanted to fire it back up because I'm like, that sounds terribly boring. So, I have a lot of things I'm doing. I don't think about it in the same way, I suppose. But that would be my answer. He's asking if I have any black friends. Oh, I see. Is that what he's asking me?
No, just name a black person you like.
Do I know them or just someone who happens to be black?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just gave you 2 options and you said yeah.
Both are correct.
Okay, black people I know that I like, sure. I haven't seen her in a while. I know Felice, who is a producer over at Sony for a while. She produced the Twisted Metal games with me. She produced the ATV off-road games. But I don't know a lot of black people, no, but I know a few. I'm not sure why that is. I don't go out of my way to not know black people. But I also don't really go outside that much to meet anybody new. So, but if you're talking about black folks that I don't actually know in terms of like in the media, I've never met. I did meet Micah. I met Micah. Yeah, Micah's wife, Colin's wife is Micah. She's a black lady. Yeah, there you go. There's one. I'm trying to think in the media. I don't know. I like Don Lemon.
Okay.
Have
you seen the poll on the channel?
I like Denzel Washington. I like Terry Crews.
He's my idol.
I like Donald Glover.
Terry Crews is my idol, Jaffe. Also, look at the poll.
Ricochet on AEW Wrestling. The poll. What's the poll?
Is Jaffe mean to the elderly?
Yeah, no, I'm not. No. And Tina, by the way, is younger than I am. I cannot believe she left.
Is Tina younger than you?
Yeah. Why did she leave?
No.
Did we really hurt her feelings?
No, she has bridge in the morning. So your daughter is saying, no way, Tina's younger.
Oh, there's Tracy. Tracy's there. I signed up. David dropped the Discord link. I signed up, please. Oh, yay! So so you're in the thing. You're in there now. You signed up. Big Mac, I don't know anything about that serial killer. I don't like Kanye West. No, I like some of his earlier albums, of course, but I don't like him as a person. No, not at all. But let me go back to Big Mac's question, though, about games. Like, so right now, I know that I owe it, and I hate that I don't like promising things and not delivering. But I know that I owe some people a playthrough of Split Fiction. And I just really don't want to do it. I would much rather fire up Call of Duty, which is what I'm going to do. And I think I just need to give these guys gift cards who signed up because I don't know when I'm going to get around to it. So
no, play Split Fiction.
I don't want to.
You fucking bully.
I'm not a bully. I just don't want to play it. I don't want to.
Guys, can you give me your money, please?
And
I'll play a game with you.
Getting on the wheel was $5. I'm going to give them a $10 gift card. They're doubling their money without any kind of world.
Jaffe, you made promises. Make a commitment. Make a commitment. How much Split Fiction have you played?
None. I don't want to play anything new.
Oh my god.
All right, fine. Here's what who in the chat has earned a play of Split Fiction? Let's do 30 minutes. I may end up loving it. Let's do 30 minutes and starting in a few minutes. But do we have anybody in the chat that won the wheel spin?
The 4 names that won were Johnny Boucher.
Okay, Johnny's
here. Rocker Matt.
Is Rocker Matt here?
Nathaniel F.
And Ludium. Okay, Jonathan says, it's okay, Jaffe. We don't have to play tonight. Play Call of Duty. There we go. Okay. Let's see if the other ones agree. It's not that I need the money, Conte. Thank you for that, Conte Canty.
Yeah, Jaffe's actually poor, Canty.
Wait.
Super chat. Here, take this. It's okay.
I know. Thank you, buddy. It's so generous of you, my friend. I'm just saying, Rocker Matt's here. He can't play.
Okay, 2 down. The second group was Nathaniel F. and Ludium.
Do I like Jason McDonald? I very much from what I know of him, but I didn't work with him that long. He came on towards the end of God of War 1, like the last year, and then but he was crucial for that series. He's fucking great at what he does, but I don't know him well enough to really have much of a relationship with him. But what I worked with him, which was little, I thought he was great.
No chance.
What?
Don't remind him.
What happened?
Chance in the chat spreading seeds of dismay, of chaos.
Oh, I know Split Fiction is great. I have no doubt I will like it when I play it. Look, why is it that I can't, I just like to be honest with people, and it's like you guys don't want to believe me. What I'm saying is, I play more video games than most people. Right now, the best way I can identify is I'm in a comfort gaming place in my life right now. Maybe I've got other stressors going on. I just don't want to give up the bandwidth right now to watch opening cutscenes and learn how this works. I just want to slide into the McDonald's of video games. It doesn't mean I don't appreciate and love, the latest, greatest, coolest, newest, all that shit. Of course I do. But I'm just kind of like, right now I'm enjoying just comfort food gaming. And I'm being honest with you guys about it. Just like I'm being honest with Canty saying, lady, money bags Canty. Holy shit. Thank you so much, Canty, for dropping more memberships. She's just now said, look, 15 y'all so-and-sos. Thank you, Canty. We got Tech Noir, Earth Trip, Rob the Mod, Frosty Delights, and Phoenix Risen. Now, what that means, because Canty is being so generous tonight, and always, frankly, is when we dying? No, I just have a cold. My God, can a man not get a goddamn cold? What that means is that when we do,
it's so bad.
What that means is when we do our pot and popcorn movie this weekend, it's members only. You guys, if you're interested, can join and watch a couple of movies with us this weekend. So that's, thank you, Canty. I just have a cold. Jesus Christ. It's not like I'm bukkake and I'm dying.
Tracy's knitting you a hospice beanie currently.
Who is?
Tracy.
If Tracy knitted me a hat, I would wear that hat on stream. You goddamn right.
It's a hospice hat.
What are the movies, Jonathan? I don't know. I'm going to let you guys decide, but they have to be dumb fun movies. What I have found from this is whenever we've actually tried to show a real movie, like, hey, remember when The Lighthouse came out? And we were like, let's watch The Lighthouse. And, everybody's talking over it and shit. And people are like, I'm trying to follow the plot. That's not what this is. This is like street trash shit and, just dumb 70, 80, 90, early 2000s, just crap. But it's really funny and stupid. Like Tokyo Gore Police, for example. I've never watched Damage Control. What's that? What's Damage Control? Let's look that up real quick. Oh, we did watch RoboCop 1. That was excellent. Damage Control movie. What is this? Crime drama set against shocking scandal in San Francisco?
There's a TV show you have to watch on Netflix, Jaffe.
What?
There's a new TV show on Netflix you have to see.
What's it called?
The Residents.
Okay, hang on. Cantankerous Games. Thank you, buddy. Have you thought about doing a regular deep dive on some games? Maybe indies since you're taking a break from Gavin. I don't want to right now. I want to do this right now. I want to just hang out and talk and play games and cover news and take calls and just relax and just chill together. You understand? Now, is that great content? I don't know. Cantankerous. I don't know, baby.
Can we do 100 memberships this stream to see your tipples?
Please shut the fuck up. But thank you, Cantankerous, for that very generous super chat. I appreciate it, buddy. Machine Girl. Let me put up Machine Girl and show you guys what I'm talking about. If you're not in the headspace, says Fanto, you'll not enjoy Split Fiction. Yeah, and I want to enjoy it. And neither will anyone else. Better to play when you're in the mood. Also, Tech, get a better mic, please. My ears are offended. You goddamn right.
People hate my mic, and I also hate my mic. Jaffe, how much memberships for you to buy me a new microphone?
I don't know. Send me one that you want, and I'll see how much it costs. What is the thing you said to watch? Oh, Robo Geisha. I think we've watched that before. What is the thing you wanted me to look at, Tech?
The Residents.
Like, should I watch the trailer?
Yeah, watch the trailer right now on Netflix.
All right, hang on. There once was a lady who had no feet. That's all I've written so far, but I think it's going to be a big hit. Okay, it's called The Residents on YouTube. I'll look at the trailer. Oh, new Toxic Avenger trailer. I'd love to, but that's not out
Jeffy,
yet.
I think you would love the movie Body Melt. Also, thanks Kante for the membership.
I know. Isn't she so nice and generous? Okay, I'll watch the Melt. What did he say? Body Melt, Robbo. I'll look at that in a minute. Okay, hang on a second. So first it's called The Residents, right? The Residents Netflix. Let's watch this together as pals do. Trailer. Okay, here we go. And then we'll watch Body Melt.
Mr. President, this house needs to be treated like a crime scene. There is a dead body on the 3rd floor of the White House. We have no idea who might have been involved in this. There is a murderer out there. Or in here.
Yay! A murder mystery.
Is it a comedy? Oh, it's Shonda. Shonda Rhimes. Oh.
I'm sorry, what is she doing? What
I like Shonda
are
Rhimes.
you doing?
Murder mystery, Jaffe.
What am I doing?
We need to tread carefully here. This is the White House.
Did anything unusual happen? Other than my boss dying? Other than that, yes.
I like the substance. Substance is great.
There is no place like this place. It is bigger than you.
Do you mean the house is literally bigger than me? Because that seems obvious. And this could be someone from the staff. It could be a guest. Could be anybody.
This is a disaster.
Are you suggesting that they had something to do with it?
Is he a suspect?
No.
Is he not a suspect because he's not a suspect, or is he not a suspect because you don't believe in suspects?
Yes. We're making progress. I would go so far as to say we're almost done here.
Really?
No.
All right, that's kind of good. But I would not watch that for movie night, though. I would not watch that for movie night, but I will watch that. That sounds great. Let me look up Body Melt, and then I'll show you. And somebody's saying Adolescence, but let's see. Body Melt trailer. Here we go. This looks promising.
Babylon's Court to Terra's new dead end.
The first phase is hallucinogenic. The second phase is glandular.
Body melt.
He was one healthy dude. Unnaturally healthy. Now I'm talking new drugs here, right? I'm talking 90s, man. Cognition enhancers. Designed to take your mind into new intra-phenomenological dimensions.
In Sleepy Pebbles Court, something deadly is happening. Oh, Matthew. Target number 1. One by one.
I love this.
They're dying. Be prepared. Cheryl and Brian ran positive pregnancy. Because nothing can prepare you for the horror.
Up until their birth, babies are the ultimate parasite.
The madness.
Something is wrong.
The fury.
What is this?
A new age of human potential has dawned. Body melt. Pray they don't visit your street.
Done any good drugs lately?
Well, that looks delightful. I like things like that. Look at this one. Here's another one. Then we'll play a game. Tokyo Gore Police 2, maybe? Trailer? Come on now. Hey, Tech, can you help Tracy? She's trying to get into the Discord or something?
I don't speak elderly.
Shut up, dick.
You just click the link, Tracy.
Tokyo Go Poliziotto.
$540 gives me a full audio setup.
Hang on, watch. Yeah, thank you, Rob. Thank you, Rob, for helping out. Maybe Rob will get a new microphone for Christmas.
He's in the Discord now. He's been in the Discord for 6.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Oh! Okay, we're watching this. We're watching this weekend. So that's the kind of shit I mean. That's the kind of shit I mean. All right, where's Tracy? Are we going to bring Tracy in for a quick chat? Tech? What happened to Tech?
God damn it, Maverick!
I can't help but be racist.
Sorry, I'm trying to negotiate with Conte because
why?
I told her in the Discord how much the mic setup would cost, and she asked me, "What are you willing to give up?"
Oh God, please, Conte, don't encourage.
What should I give up for a microphone from this beautiful young lady?
Okay, I don't want that to be.
I'm asking Sarah.
Like, what do you want in exchange for it?
Yeah, what should I exchange for it?
Man, come on, man.
Like,
don't do that. Don't.
A stew?
A what?
A stew? A hearty stew?
Should I give her a hearty stew?
A hearty stew, Sarah. What are you talking about? No. How about you don't drain our biggest benefactor dry with your bullshit request? You don't need a $540. Here's the deal. You come up with something good to say, Tech, and maybe you'll need a mic that expensive. Right now, who needs that? Not you. Not you.
I don't know. Maybe Conte likes to hear my voice a little bit more. High fidelity, Conte.
Oh God.
You could hear me whisper sweet nothings in a Jaffe's ear, make him uncomfortable at a higher bit rate.
It doesn't make me uncomfortable. It makes me embarrassed for you.
Pinot Jaffe, Pinot.
Pinot Noir.
Pinot Noir. No one's biting. Anyone in the chat want to buy Tech? Tech is better on mute anyway, says PK99. You're so right.
Thoughts on Spider-Man not being in the next Avengers movie, says TJM. I don't care. I love Tom Holland as Spidey. I'm excited to see the new Spider-Man movie. I'm a little bothered that Amy Pascal is still producing because she's rubbish. She's now got the rights to produce for Amazon James Bond movies. That does not bode well. But I hope it's a good story, and not every good Marvel story needs Spider-Man in it as much as I love Spider-Man. But, I'm sure he'll be in the next one, but who knows? Ian, here's what I'll tell you. Ian says, Jaffe, Tech is probably going to be part of your family one day. Let that sink in. I mean, that's up to my daughter. I don't give a shit. As long as she's happy, I'm happy. I don't give a shit. So. Hey, Warped Eye. Thank you, buddy, for that very kind and generous gift membership. Now what that means, Sai, who was gifted it, along with the other new members tonight, brought to us by the very delightful Canty and Warped Eye and a few others, you guys now will be able to watch our motion picture shows together. Is Tracy coming in to talk to us or what? If not,
Tracy can't navigate to the fridge from her bedroom, so I don't know if she can navigate.
How are you being mean to this nice lady?
You call your fucking viewers fuckwits and fucking
but
floozies.
Because that's because they say mean things. But this is a lady who's like struggling with her daughter being far away. Right?
It was either Greek Goral or someone else.
She's coming
commented
here,
to you.
She's coming here for community. She's coming here for a good Christian fellowship, other people that can talk about the baby Jesus, and you're mocking her religion, and you're making it like she's gonna, not get into the pearly gates.
One of us two is baptized.
Oh, Lord have mercy. You believe in that shit? Come on now. Come on now.
I'm going to baptize your grandkids, Jaffe.
Hey, that's up to you and my kid. Again, they're not my kids. I will be there for every event, everything they need a grandpa for. I will be there, and I can't wait to do it. Granted, I hope Sarah makes better choices and has the baby with someone else, but it'll be what it is. And in that, sure, cool, great. Do that.
We're going to have 4 kids, Jaffe. I'm going to raise them all to be different religions. One's going to be Hindu, one will be Buddhist, one will be Christian.
No, you're not going to do that. Look, you're not doing your dad's weird shit.
Yeah, we are. And I'll keep notebooks on everyone.
I will fucking hire a goddamn assassin. Then I will reach out to Canty and say, could you please fund the assassin to take Tech out? Because, come on now.
He thought of names. He thought of names if you had another kid.
Oh, Nemo, whenever he wants to share the story of his family trauma, and I'm not saying he needs to, he doesn't owe anybody it, but when he does decide to tell it, because he will, goodness gracious, man, this kid went through some shit. Some shit.
My dad was like a puppet master kind of character. He was he had children specifically to raise them differently and see what the outcomes would be.
I'm not reading that cantankerous. That's terrible.
He was like dedicated to it. What can Figure say?
But I don't disagree.
He's cantankerous. Yeah, kind of a weird guy. Kind of a weird guy, my father.
I would like to play some Call of Duty. Can we do that, gents and gentle ladies? If anybody wants to play, put yourself in the call-in show channel. I'm obsessed with this game right now, fellas. Now, if you're one of those people that don't like watching me play video games, I get it. It's not for everyone. And to that point, I would say, thank you for hanging out with us this long. If you like the jibber jabber, we'll be on Madhouse tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, California time. Me and Bunny and Tech. And then we'll be back here tomorrow at 5 o'clock doing this kind of thing. So, but stick around, play some Call of Duty. It's one of the best games ever. Can you carry in Call of Duty? I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
Are you good enough to play well, even if your teammates are doing poorly? You'd still win.
No,
Like,
I'm
compensate.
I'm absolute rubbish at this game.
Yeah. Oh, did I tell you, Jeffy? I got back from the California trip and I dropped off my dad's suitcase. I couldn't find a suitcase, guys. I had to borrow one from my father.
Go ahead.
And he charged me $20 to borrow a suitcase, not to buy it, not to own it, just to borrow it for a week. And so I dropped it off. And he's like, "Oh, you know what?" Because I told him, like, it's kind of weird you charged me $20. And he's like, "Oh, okay." And he gave me $5. He's like, "Here you go."
Why did he give you $5?
He was like, "Be happy." Oh, he's like, "It's like a rebate. It's like you brought it back, so here's $5."
So he ended up not charging you?
No, because I paid him 20, and then he gave me back $5. So he kept 15. He pocketed it for the rental fee.
He's a very strange man, your father. Your father's a very strange gentleman.
And he's really. That's how he used to go shopping with like a cat laser, like the lasers to play with the cats.
No.
And he'd go to the Walmart, and he'd shine them at the security cameras, and he'd be like, "They're not tracking me. No way. No, I'm not letting them know what I'm buying." And he'd pay cash.
That's a great story. Hang on.
My dad's been like every religion, Jaffe.
Hang on, I'm not ignoring you. I'm trying to get this video up. Hang on 1 second.
No, we're talking to the audience. Yeah, my dad tried to be Jewish. He was Mormon for a bit, I think, to get like a house loan back when I was like a child. Christian, Catholic. He went to like a Hindu temple thing before. He's a weird guy. Yeah, the origin story is crazy, Movie Maniac. It gets insane.
Hey, Tech, is the game too loud? I don't want it to drown out people talking.
No, it's fine. It's a little loud. If you turn it down like another 10%, it'd be cool.
Nice fucking try. Kill. Moving up.
Yeah, the origin story was wild growing up. I don't know. So my dad was very susceptible to like MLMs, multi-level marketing like companies.
Wait, Tracy says, "David, I'm in waiting. I don't see her. Do you guys see Tracy in waiting?"
It's Pompish. Pompish is Tracy.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
Why would that be?
You've been getting trolled, Jaffe.
That's not true. Bring him in.
He left. As soon as I said that, he left the waiting room.
You're telling me he's made a character called Tracy the whole time?
I would say so, yeah.
I don't believe you. You think he's trolling me? Man, that sucks. I had a soft spot for Tracy.
You better be ready to take it.
Rob the Mod, you gonna play with us? What's going on, baby?
Oh, true, Bukaki. I didn't say allegedly. Pompish is allegedly trolling you.
Oh, okay.
Did I tell you about the Pompish debacle yesterday?
You're the debacle.
You can spell debacle.
D-E-B-A-C-L-E.
There's 2 C's.
No, there's not.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Anyway, what
I made it up. So Pompish was upset because the other day we were talking about, should we talk to Pete Turtle? Should we talk to these people? Is it good for the channel? We just finished that conversation. And you were like, bring someone else in. Like, who's there? And I said, oh, there's Pompish. and you had asked me, "Oh, is there anything wrong with Pompish?" And I was like, "Oh, people have said he's this, he does these things."
Oh, right. He says mean things to women. You said.
Oh yeah, people have told me, and I specifically said people say Pompish is, and then I gave that description. Not that I say it, but people say it. And he was very upset about it. He was
why
like,
would he not be upset about you basically saying that he's an awful person?
well, I'm not saying it. Other people have said it. And he was like, Tech, you need to set the record straight. You need to go back on the live stream next time and correct the narrative. I don't like that you are essentially, spreading misinformation about me to an audience of 17,000 people. And I was like, isn't it kind of weird? Like, you're all about this, like, men are men, be independent, be strong. But can another guy please set my story straight? I know the P in Pompish stands for Pompish, says Pompish.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
So wait, Pompish is really Tina? That makes me sad.
Tracy.
Tracy, that makes me sad.
I think so. I'm not sure though. Anyways, you want
Enemy in the open.
Tracy 420?
He says he's not.
The account is today made today.
I didn't say I was going to make something else other than Call of Duty. Play something else. I said I wanted to play Call of Duty. I love this game. I said it's comfort food. Although we're losing really bad.
Anyways, Pompish is probably not a sex pest. There's a possibility there that he isn't. Let it be known. It was only alleged that he engages sexually with people online. I hope that helps, Pompish. I hope you feel better.
Hostile shooter.
Jaffe, do you have any discernible birthmarks?
I don't think so.
Not like a big mole on the back of your head, or
Better step up.
I don't think
like
so.
a bird?
Oh my god, I don't think so. I think that's now Tracy's talking. Is that Tracy or Pompish? I can't handle this. I can't handle the trolling. I'm an old man. Y'all be nice.
Tracy, hop into the Discord, join one of the rooms, and then we'll drag you in. Okay, Tracy, find a voice room in there, click on it, we'll fix it for you.
Enemy spring mine. I don't believe in bad luck. Just bad aim. Get down.
Tracy, are you there?
Pompish is in here.
Tracy?
Canty, I don't think she's real. I think she's trolled us both.
Tracy. I can't hear Tracy, Jeffy.
I don't even see Tracy.
No, I'm not Tracy.
Are
That's
you
not
sure?
Me. Yes, that
Or
has nothing to do with me. Yeah,
allegedly not Tracy.
No, I'm not Tracy. I don't know who that is.
But where is she? I don't even see her. I hate you.
I'm not Tracy, I promise.
You're
I
so
just can't help
Tracy.
myself from laughing. I'm not.
You're Tracy.
No, hey, I'll make it quick. I think Tech for Tech's right, because he gave me an opportunity to speak my piece. So you're right, but I feel like I got to play nice in here, and so when people start making stuff up, it's like, well, like I don't want to make anybody upset that I do like, so it puts me in a weird spot. That's all I meant.
Yeah.
God, I'm really glad you called and cleared that up.
Did I tell you what my P in my name stood for?
Is it turtle? Is it?
It stands for pomp.
Oh. Pompish is your name?
What do,
That's my real name.
what do you mean there's Anthony like clockwork? What does that mean?
I don't. I maybe somebody
That's
doesn't understand.
Darth Nugget saying that. I don't understand.
Anyways, I'm not Tracy. I gotta go, but I'm just clearing the record.
All right, buddy. No worries.
When you leave and Tracy goes online, it would be very suspicious.
I hopped on just because you said that to make it look like that. So
it's gonna be that you're gonna leave, and then
it's like Clark Kent.
No, I'm being nice in here. Okay.
All right.
Being nice.
All right.
Thanks, Pompey. We'll see you.
Oh, Alex is on my
get a new
team, and Anthony's on the team.
Tracy,
Jaffe-
how's it going?
What's up, guys?
Well, hello, Anthony.
Tracy?
Hello.
What's going on? What's going on?
I told the chat last night so that they could tell the difference. Everybody gives me shit about being drunk all the time. I was gonna get shit-faced last night, so I did.
You goddamn right you did. You goddamn right you did.
Yeah, I did.
I could tell.
So now people will know the difference.
Oh, Tracy! Tracy's joined the call, actually.
Where? No, she's not. That's Rob, you idiot. What's up, Rob the Mod?
Tracy's an imposter. Jaffe, how do you feel about those people that think that they're being followed? The something stalking. What is that called?
Damn. I was gonna use the sound bit, but it's not there.
I don't know what you're talking about, Tech. The people think they're being followed.
I'm cringe.
Yeah, so there's a group of people online that think that every person in the world is stalking them, and they'll like stay inside their homes. They're obviously like schizophrenic or something, but they'll be in their houses. And they'll see like a guy walking their dog and be like, "That's an actor paid to walk his dog in front of my house right now to spy on me."
Well, yeah, I guess it's like paranoia or something. That sounds terrible.
Yeah, but have you seen them online?
No.
Oh, Jeff, we gotta do a day where we watch like videos submitted by the Discord. That's a good stream idea. If you want like a nice laid back stream,
we should
I'll collect videos from the Discord.
Well, they actually have. There is a thing called Jaffe Watch This.
Look, if it takes off, if it takes off, and we can do like a playlist of YouTube videos to watch, like short content YouTube videos. There's a way to set up text to speech to do media share, and they can send you a YouTube link to play and watch you can watch your clip.
All right, let's do it.
If someone donates $10, it'll play like a small YouTube.
We need to figure out what our member goal is for tomorrow, because we're gonna deliver them the Bunny Button book tomorrow, which is really good. I'm real pleased with it. So now we need to come up with something new. Tech did not block. Tech did not block you, Tracy. Can you look at Tracy's comment? Like, can you just grab her and drag her in?
Join the one that says call in waiting room, not the one that says call in show channel. Dingus.
They should all be visible too, so nothing's blocked out.
Yeah, they're just elderly.
I'm cringe.
I'm really tired.
I love that so much.
I'm so tired of the elder abuse. You guys just don't appreciate a good episode of Matlock. That's your problem.
Your daughter did ask me, do you actually think my dad's too old for this? And I was like, no, it's all a joke.
Too old for what? Using a media platform?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sarah, I'm too old to use a media platform.
I've been heavy on the Jaffe's an old man bit, I guess.
Here's Conti.
I'm 53 years old, bitch. I don't even care.
I'm kicking out Anthony.
Oh, is Conti in here? Oh, what's up, Canty?
The
By the
real
way,
star.
It's Canty. She ain't buying you shit, you kept man bitch. It's Canty. Get her name right.
It's me, Tracy.
Now look, this next.
I can. So here's my offer. I'll record an ASMR.
God, you think so.
Playthrough.
You think so highly of yourself, don't you?
You think so low of yourself. Anyways, an ASMR.
Nobody wants to hear you do a goddamn.
The top story on literotica.com, which is where I read all my smut.
What is that?
My smut books. It's a website for smut books, like reading sexual stories.
Smut?
Mutant probably knows about it.
I like the creativity involved with like trying to describe penis and vagine in like 1,000 different ways. Isn't it crazy? Like it's always like some new fangled description that you've never heard of. Like I slid my sausage patties into her hot dog bun.
Wait a minute.
Like,
Wait a
okay.
minute. What is what part would sausage patties be?
Well, patties are circular, but if you line them up together, it's one thick sausage.
No, that's not at all how it looks. A
It's an
sausage.
extra girthy sausage.
You either have a very strange penis or you read really weird smut books.
No, my dick has like a rib cage. It's ribbed for her pleasure. Anyways,
Anthony wants to know why you're kicking him out.
Anthony, you're boring. All right, next question.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Go to literotica.com. Check out some of the sex stories on there. They're pretty good. If you're ever bored, and it's
You
like 2
goddamn
a.m.,
right,
you're like,
Eddie T. Eddie T says breasts feel like bags of sand.
So yeah, if you want Conti, I will read one of those for you.
Canty. Goddamn.
Sorry, I'm a Hispanic male and I'm reading it like it's in Spanish.
Everyone does that. Everyone says it wrong.
Canty.
Jaffe,
Yes, ma'am. What's going on, champion?
why are you so mean to Tracy? Like,
Are you nuts? I'm trying to bring her into the chat.
what's the fucking problem?
Tech is
We
the
don't have
one.
a lot of girls in here.
Tech is the one that's Tech is the one being mean. I'm trying to get her into the goddamn show.
That's not true. You're like, Tuck, handle it. Like it's your show.
Yeah, cause that's his job, man. When you run your business with all the cleaning people, does the cleaning guy say, "Can't he get in there and figure out the toilet problem," or do you go, "No, that's
but
what
Tracy came looking for you. She came looking for you.
and I text the gate she has to walk through." But that's not a problem. I'm telling him to get the work done. I don't know what he's fucking doing. Let me tell you something
Right
about.
now, I'm on literotica.com.
Let me tell you something about your boyfriend. Your boyfriend, Canty. Literally, his girlfriend, my daughter, brought home a dog last night, and he's just like, I don't really care about dogs. They're just work animals. It doesn't matter to me what happens to the fucking dog. Right? That's
Hello?
that's him. You know.
No, that's not true. What is true
That's what
is
she
I
said.
said, look, I don't want to get attached to another animal because I'm gonna have to give it away to like the pound tomorrow.
Well,
Like, I'm gonna have to
why?
get the. I mean, look, I did the responsible thing, right? There's this homeless dog. He's all shaggy. He looks dehydrated. It's fucking Vegas. It was 90 degrees outside all day. So I was like, look, I brought him to my backyard. I fed him, gave him water. I got him a dog bed to sleep more comfortably outside. I stayed up until 3:40 in the morning, going down every hour to check on the dog, make sure he had water, make sure he was still okay, he was breathing fine. So Jaffe's portrayal of this is like Tech's an asshole, but in reality, I got 2 hours of sleep taking care of some other person's dog.
What do you
that
think?
came to my
what
house.
do you think the baby Jesus would have done?
Jaffe, you don't believe in Jesus. You don't believe in God. But you keep talking about it.
Well, yeah.
Why is that?
Because it's a fun.
Do you
little-
believe or not?
I don't believe in Maverick from Top Gun either, but I talk about that movie a lot.
Yeah, I did.
All right,
Maverick is amazing.
Yeah, Maverick.
Conti, I'm gonna read you some options, okay?
Do
Okay,
not
go ahead.
take advantage
Okay.
of our
With
Patreon.
with 16,800,000 reads. The story is called "Sitting on My Son's Lap."
Oh my god.
Description
dude.
is a 5-hour car ride to college. Story 2 with 11.9 million reads. A. My name is Alice. The description is a mother and son in a sticky situation.
Why have you? Why are you just looking up the incest ones?
These literally are the top ones on the website.
Well, maybe-
I'm on
My guess
most read
is,
erotic
my
stories
guess
on
is that's your
literotica.com.
cookies giving you those.
No, I mean the view count or the read count is on the fucking thing, Jeffy. Pay attention.
Well, I'm playing.
11.3 million
I'm
views.
fighting for democracy right now.
It's called Accidents Happen. The description is a brother and sister make a discovery. All right, 10.8 million. We're in the top 5, right? So number 4.
My sensitivity, I think, is like 65. Twisted Sith.
10.8 million. Sister sucks sleeping sibling.
Oh, God.
The description is he gets to know his sexy sisters.
Ew.
It definitely sounds like a website that exists.
And number 5 out of the top 5 at 10.6 million reads is "Oh, mommy," I groaned in quotations.
Oh my god.
The description is he deflowers sister, impregnates
Oh
mom.
my god.
Tech, what's the
Some
matter?
sick
This is
fuck.
definitely, and you said it had what, 10 million?
Yeah, so that
Holy
last one's 10.6 million. The top
Hello,
ever is
Warrior.
16.7 million, or sorry, 6.8 million reads.
There's an audience for everything.
That's the all-time. I can look at the last 30 days. what's
Except
popping on the
except
website.
drawn to death.
Oh no, don't do that to yourself. The game was fine. IGN just has bad taste.
The top stories made last year. Number 1 is at 500,000 reads. Fertile teen daughter bred by daddy.
My god.
Yeah, so for Mike's set, I will read through. By the way, I looked at this. The top one ever is a 75-page book.
Goddamn right, best play, Jaffe. You goddamn right.
The second one, unfortunately, the second story is 956 pages. I don't know if I'll read 956 pages of complex story arcing smut filth, but I mean, hey, for a $500 microphone setup, maybe I might.
So wait, people read these and what? They touch themselves or what?
Yeah.
Why would Anthony
romance
just
novels
canceled his membership? Why?
Why?
What are you
Anthony
talking?
didn't cancel shit.
He's pissed that you kicked him out of the thing, Tech. Why'd you do that?
Anthony, did you cancel your memberships?
Yes.
Okay. Enjoy the band world, pussy.
No, why would don't do that. Don't do that.
If
Why-
he's gonna be a baby, look, this is not like a.
I know, but
it's
you
not like
kick-
a Anthony story time.
I know, but you kicked him out, and he said he was playing the game.
Yeah, I'm in the fucking game channel, man. This is what Jaffe said to do.
We're doing a stream right now, Anthony. We're not talking like, oh, go to B. Oh, there's a guy on A. You know, I'm giving content to
Smoke in the dryer,
Canty.
Stepsis.
Yeah, we're talking about stepsis porn comics.
I don't like the word sepsis.
Stepsis.
Sepsis.
Stepsister.
The medical term is sepsis.
Goddamn right. Tech allegedly bullies his guests as pompish. I know. He's like, you know, yeah. Thank you, buddy.
Who's Heel J?
He's a new guy who came in here.
No, this is Jay Styles.
Hey, Jay, what's up, buddy? The Jay Styles band.
You like this guy?
What's going
What's
on,
up, Jay?
Jay, do you know this Tracy person?
Fuck you guys. You guys are
Tracy?
making her up.
Where's Tracy?
You guys are making.
Tracy
You guys are
Lawrence
even
pretty good,
Canty's in on the fucking kayfabe. You guys are assholes.
I miss her.
You shut up, jerks. You guys.
even
You
know this
guys.
person and
That
I feel
you
a
guys
connection.
made up a woman whose daughter is serving our goddamn country, and you guys just shitting all over.
True.
Although, Anthony, I'm sorry to say, this is a members call-in session. Okay, non-members are not allowed.
Yeah, that's true. But he did.
That is true,
He
Anthony.
canceled it, but it's not canceled yet. He still has a few days left.
Yep.
Why would you cancel the best thing in your life?
He canceled so he gets a higher tier.
Oh, that's good. I like that, Jay.
Tracy.
To prove a point to fucking tech protect.
You're not gonna
Well,
prove
the
a
point has been made by Anthony.
What's this at?
What did Morgan?
He wants to
Morgan
like,
says
leverage
Tech-
this with
I'm
me
green.
on the
Tech-
Discord all the time, Jackie.
Tech is a fucking fascist removing Anthony. How dare you remove the guy who talks about music no one cares about?
Jeff, you should hear how often he's like, I'm a paying member and I make so much content for Jaffe when I call in. Like,
Well,
you know how
okay,
much more
but
boring
yes.
the show would be without
Okay,
me?
fair, but he is, after all, my best friend.
Oh, true.
Stuff last night was crazy.
Oh, you gotta look my story up. Ted. I'm stuck in the dryer for a second.
Wait a second.
I'll
You
look it
wrote
up.
a story on Literotica?
I will.
You wrote,
I do.
you wrote a
$500
smut.
for tech, and I'll write one.
You wrote a smut book.
I'll do it.
Okay, I do personally have some stories on Nerdrotic.com.
God.
I'll do anything once.
Really?
I won't talk about which ones they are because truthfully, I wrote them when I was like 15.
I can't fathom which ones they are. Here's how you stick your fingers up your butthole. Gee, who could have written that fucking story?
200 dono and you get the retext story.
What? Yeah, so I
Thank
do
God
have a
it's
story.
not fucking scratch and sniff.
I do have a story on there that made it to the top 20 for the month that I posted it. It's pretty good. You know, I'm a writer. I'm a creative or something. But I don't want people to know it's associated with me because I did write it when I was like 15 or 16 years old. So, how do you feel about that? Like, you know, teens shouldn't, you know, have sex or whatever with adults.
Mutmo says this is tech talk. Can you believe there's still people over in Locale who want tech talk? I'm like, shut
Are you
up.
still upset about that?
Tracy!
What's
Tracy? Tracy, hi.
Is this really the real? Wait, okay, so Tracy's a real. Wait, Tracy's a real person.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
she is.
told you guys,
Put
you
some
sons of
respect on
bitches.
Man, I've been saying this whole time you're a real person. They just
How
didn't-
are you, Tracy? Thank you for joining the Discord, buddy.
Oh, where? Oh, no, I'm a woman.
That's fucking awesome.
Why didn't I say a woman can be a real person?
Oh. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. I feel so stupid.
Why? What'd you
No, it's
do?
okay. Don't worry about it.
Why do you feel stupid?
Well, because it still has the blue circle. I think I'm about there. We live out in the country.
No, you're fine.
Oh,
It's
good.
connected. We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oops, let me turn on my camera.
God damn.
Ooh, Jeff saw you turn on the camera and goes, God damn.
No, I turned on the
I don't
camera because
know.
I got shot in the fucking head.
Oh, I can't see if my actual face is showing.
Yes,
Is it
yes,
just
it
my?
is.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, that's terrible. I can't see my own face, so
I can't see.
It just shows a bunny.
Oh, fun.
Okay. Jeff, do you have
hello,
questions for
hello.
Tracy?
I don't. I'm here to talk to anybody who wants to talk to me. I appreciate you calling in, Tracy.
Oh yes, thank you so much for having me.
Anytime, bud. What do you want to talk about? What's on your mind?
Yeah, anything.
Okay, so like, I live in Kansas, right?
Okay.
And I have this funny little thing, and it's called a ghost
penis.
app.
Oh, sorry.
No,
What?
it's an app on my phone called Ghost Tube.
Okay.
Okay, now, I don't know if y'all can still see my face or not. I'm sorry.
I
can just see
can't.
a little
I
emoji.
can't. But go ahead. I want to hear about GhostTube. What's it do?
Okay, so like I moved into this house, and it is just a dictionary of. Now you're gonna think I'm crazy, but this is my fun, even if it's a little video game. And it has a little thing on here, and it claims to be like a voice box to talk to the.
Oh, right, the spirit box.
Okay, now this spirit box, people were like, oh, that's fake. I've had so many times on this box where I just set it like right next to me. I go about my business because I have a 2-level house. And it will let me know like if I'm in the kitchen or the bathroom or weird things, and I've gotten lots of names to come through. So, but yeah, that's my guilty little pleasure.
Well, put it on. Let's see if we can talk to it. I mean, I don't know what I believe on that. I almost bought a spirit box off Amazon.
Okay, so you see right now how it said tube?
I can't hear it that well, but
No, I have it. No, I actually have it on silent because I have 4 dogs and a rabbit, and I don't want them to bark. But I sent you my number personally through Messenger. Did you happen to get that on your message?
I haven't checked. But if you sent it, I'm sure I did get it. Yes.
DM. No. I'm married. I have a husband. Don't get me beat up.
Well, that's not necessarily. That's not a deal breaker.
2025.
I'll show you. Oh my God! I'll show you. I'll show you. I asked you, bitch.
I told you I'm not Tracy.
Oh, I'll show you, motherfuckers.
What just happened, Tracy?
Where did Tracy
Your camera turned
go?
off.
Yeah, Tracy.
Oh my God.
But I want to. But you're saying the dogs.
I will tell you right now, okay, mofo.
Who?
I accidentally had a lucid dream, and it was military. I was watching Kim Clement.
You were whoa. You were watching who?
Kim Clement.
I don't know who that is.
He's a psychic prophet that
Okay.
passed away, and he has a message, and he could only get his prophecy through singing. So he's kind of like Michael Bolton, but he's not Michael Bolton. But I want to tell you something.
Yeah.
I'm 42 and I had my thyroid removed. So
Okay.
yes, I do have a little weight on me. But I got an arm that can knock out a motherfucker, let me tell you. Oof. I'm a weed whacking machine.
David Jaffe.
But what's the context
What's going
of
on
what,
right now?
what's coming out of your mouth?
I saw Tracy's boobies earlier. Just a heads up, Jeff.
I was the only one that saw that.
But wait, I don't understand.
Listen,
I don't understand, Tracy, why we
Let me tell
can't
you
hear the
something.
ghosts.
Oh, well,
Will the dogs
it's
get
right
upset?
here. I can turn it up.
Yeah, you said the dogs get
No.
upset.
Bunny,
No,
can you
I
join the
keep it on
Discord?
silent.
We need you, Bunny.
Can I tell you this? It says Alexis and Tube. So far we only got the name Alexis. I don't know if you know an Alexis. But yeah, it just does periodically things. It'll hear your voice, it could hear my voice, and
Okay.
it responds. And it has a dictionary that holds 100 words. The only reason I did that is rest in peace, Jerry Springer. But I was showing David, and I didn't show it all. Anybody else can know. Pretend
You
you're
were
watching
showing
Jerry
me.
Springer.
You were showing me her boobs.
She showed
Yeah,
her boobs.
I want to see.
Well, don't switch the,
Oh my God.
the stream to the Discord.
I can't see them. Go up. Hey! Goddamn, lady. Goddamn, lady. Arrear! Wow. Wow. This is the best day ever.
I'm out.
Why are you out? Why is your husband?
Hey, are we not talking about how Pete Turtle is like inappropriate to the channel?
What is happening?
Well, nothing Tina is doing or Tracy is doing is illegal.
I miss Canty.
Nancy, we miss you.
No, I won't do that. I won't do
You have to
that.
get like a sex worker who's a
If that arm wouldn't knock
Okay.
someone out, one of those would.
No, listen, Jeff. Hey, listen.
What's up,
You
Jam?
remember Debbie? Do you remember that lady that could use her breast? And I won't do that again, Cantina. I respect your esposa y tu novia, so I'm not gonna be a peachy cabrón.
Do I
He's not even
remember?
watching the stream anymore.
Could you
Didn't
go?
you just say you were married?
Yeah, and what happened to your lucid dream? I want to hear about the lucid dream. What did you do in it?
Yeah, and Jerry Springer too.
Goddamn
No,
right.
listen. I'm gonna go upstairs for a minute.
I love that. I
I'm
love
going to my
that for
bedroom.
you. Okay.
Okay, give me a minute.
Okay.
Guys, in 5 minutes, it's about to sound like a DA Thunder.
This is definitely not pompish. I'm just saying.
Do you see? Now listen. Can you see?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see.
Always get.
Now, you see how I have that chandelier in there?
Oh yeah.
Okay, now that's only the first room. We have a big house.
Okay.
This is my favorite. Now, you see this chandelier?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, you see Grandma's
Hey,
stuff?
good job, J Styles. Yeah.
Okay, now you gotta look at this one.
This
Okay.
is like a pomp game room tour.
Okay, now.
Oh my
now
God,
this
what
a-
is happening?
No, it's called Just Chill With It. And then this right here is my upstairs.
Are you about to show us your dead husband?
No, but I can show you. I can show you his bedroom.
He has his own bedroom? What the hell kind of you guys? What are you guys doing in that house of yours?
Hey guys, look, I will never do that again, Cantina. Don't worry. Do you see my husband's room?
Yeah.
Those are all his guns.
Okay.
Yeah, he is gonna retire. Hey, hold on. Here's Donald Trump. It
Gross.
says make Trump great again.
That guy.
Did I hear that?
Nimpton books.
Did I hear Bunny was here?
Bunny's here. For the stream, guys, the ones in the call with us, we're going to serve you for a little bit because the content right now is Tracy, Jaffe, and Bunny. All right?
I'm here to tell you right now.
Well, don't kick it. Well,
We don't care.
No, not kicking them. They're just muted.
what's up, Bunny? How you doing, bud?
I'm doing good. How are y'all?
I'm good, but this lady Tracy came in here, and she's showing us her
Hey, do you see
chandelier.
my-
Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
Yeah,
What's
hey,
yeah?
Can you see my room now?
I can.
Okay.
Is something gonna happen?
No, this is just my bedroom. I want to show you my bathtub.
Oh my God. Okay. Okay.
See? I'm going to show you something. I'm stepping inside of it.
Okay.
You see what this? Do you see what this is?
I got to get closer. It's too far away to read. I can't.
It's pH balanced Vagisil, Jaffe.
Oh, that makes your vagina all vaggy and lubey, or what is that?
Keeps it nice
Clean.
and fresh.
Oh, it's like a little douche.
No, that's my bathtub. See, I got my shampoo, conditioner.
Okay. Oh, I ain't putting it. I'm not putting it on YouTube content. No way. No way. This is Discord exclusive. Uh-oh, Don Vader's here. Why does Tracy's picture keep cutting out? Like
because I'm walking. I have a 3,600 square foot home and I'm upstairs, so let me put my tablet down.
Well, that's
Don
got
Vader, I
nothing.
love you. You just enjoy the show. Just be here and enjoy the show.
Me?
Don Vader.
Me?
No, Don Vader.
This is Patrick Mahomes' Kansas City Chief jersey.
I can't see a goddamn thing.
Oh no, let me get my life together here. Okay.
I feel like I'm watching the shopping channel, Tracy.
Yeah, that's what I grew up on.
Oh yeah.
QVC, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to call in.
I love that you called in, and I love that your daughter is being safe out in the world.
Yeah, and it's okay if I can say her name because she's in the military and she has an AR-15, and she's. I know. Look at these guys. Okay, now I owe Bunny an apology because I accidentally said that she was in love with being a clown because her first toy as a child was a Raggedy Ann doll.
Well, Bunny is an actual clown.
No, I think her first doll in life was a Raggedy Ann doll.
Okay.
It wasn't. It was a bunny, and I named him Bun Bun.
Bitch, I have a bunny named Bun Bun. Shut up. He's buried outside. Let me show you,
See, we
Frank.
have so much in common. Why don't you like me, Tracy?
Because I feel sorry that you have to sell yourself short to old dirty men like David, who's a blessing. The only man that can look at you. David's a blessing. He's the only man that will look at you like you're a person and not like you're I want to jack off to your fucking face.
Bunny, you missed it. Tracy showed David her booty.
Wait, what the fuck is she talking about now? I
said that
why are you being mean to Bunny?
No, if Bunny had $1 million right now, she would not talk to no man on the internet. She would only be with her boyfriend.
How do you know I don't have money right now?
Well, you do, but I'm just saying, if a boyfriend really loved you, he'd be like, get off the phone. Like, look, if my husband comes in, he's kind of old. I gotta not let him know I'm letting motherfuckers on the internet talk to him. They'll lock my ass up.
You can't let him know what?
I'm talking to people on the internet, showing my house and shit.
You're showing your tits. How about that? That might be the one that he has a problem with.
I'm still confused.
Okay,
I'm
tired of this motherfucker. I'll put the damn dog down.
Bunny, I have never spoken to this lady until tonight. I don't really know.
I know, and
I didn't even know she knew you.
I didn't either. I just know she doesn't like me, and she thinks I'm.
No. You're getting it wrong.
Is she the one that said your voice was fake?
I feel sorry.
Why do you feel sorry for me again? Because my face is jack-offable?
No, I feel sorry for you. Listen, you're stuck in the Appalachian Mountains. You can't make no money except you're on the internet. So you have to sell yourself short. Your grandma, your mama, they know that you go in that room, put on your makeup, play pretty, and collect your money. But what do you mean? What? You got little toys.
Well, you're showing your
have the
tits
woman's
on here
room
for free, though. Do you not see like the?
And Bunny is not showing anything. Bunny is talking about experiences and quantum physics and what are you talking about?
Missing the point.
I must be.
If your daughter went on the internet, you said today that you wouldn't care what your daughter did.
I care what she does, but she's an adult and I respect her decision to do what she needs to do.
Yeah, but would you not if you seen your daughter say, honey, I respect your decision. This is what you want to do with your life. But I'm going to give you the tools. Like if I give you a fish, you eat for a day. If I teach you to fish, you eat for a lifetime.
What if you don't like fish?
It's a metaphor. It's metaphorical.
You're
But I don't want
metaphorical.
nobody to... Can I tell you something about you?
What's that, baby?
Okay. Your first wife and you split up because she did not want to entertain your young creativity. But in life, because you said we are in a quantum entanglement.
Yeah, we're in a simulation.
Now hear me out.
I got you.
Life every day is like the movie Groundhog's Day. The day you do your life, the way that somebody up above put it, God will call you home. That's what car wrecks and accidents are for.
Okay. Okay, keep going.
But there's a couple of people. I have to actually get a drink of soda. You got me upset, Bunny. You shut the hell up. I've worked at strip clubs. I know you wouldn't do that if you had money. Don't interrupt when I'm talking to you.
But wait a minute. She wouldn't do what? She comes on the show. She talks about weird topics, quantum physics. She makes coloring books. She's a delightful young lady.
I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I do. This is not how I make my money.
Bunny, can I tell you something?
You can
David
try.
is a ray of no, listen. David is a ray of sunshine. He bought you a camera and he looks at you as a person.
I didn't buy her a
That's what I'm
camera.
saying.
I didn't buy her a camera.
The microphone? Her microphone?
I didn't buy her a microphone.
I bought that.
Okay, you know what? Y'all are playing with my motherfucking emotion. That's not what I'm trying to get at.
Well, yeah, but
you playing games. Now you're smart.
Wait a
You're
minute,
smart.
Tracy. I'm just saying I didn't buy her anything. Now, if she would have said, "Hey, it's for the show, I'm going to expense it," I would have said, "Yeah, that's a really good point." But she hasn't said that, but she has every right to.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is you're the only, listen, you are the only ray of light she has had that doesn't want her cooter. Do you ask her for vagina pictures? No. You know why?
Why? Because
she don't look at you like that.
Because
you would, now, are you gonna marry Bunny?
I am working with Bunny. She's a co-worker.
My point proven.
What's your point?
Now, my point is that guys are in her DMs showing their penis. You are a ray of light that is not even wanting to show your penis.
Bunny, can you confirm?
That's all.
I do not get penises in my. Do you, Tracy?
That's not my business.
Are,
bitch, you trying to say you don't get no penises? Okay, first of all, Dave, I don't want to talk to you.
Is that a
Dave, I don't
negative
wanna
or
talk to you.
positive, Bunny? No penis.
Hello, I make my own iced coffee at home. Shall we? No, you're pissing me off.
Okay,
Look
but
at my iced coffee.
Bunny's a co-host of the show, so you got to be a little
I know,
respectful.
but I don't want to talk about that.
Well, you're
I
the
am
one who
respectful,
you
that's why.
attacked her. You attacked her.
I didn't attack
feel
her.
attacked.
Well, I can tell you something else. John Wayne Gacy is not your father. You don't need to be Miss Raggedy Ann. Okay, this is a persona that you do. If
Oh, really? You
wanna
don't
make
think
a
she's actually a clown?
I thought it was from the womb.
You mean that's not my place? That's not my destiny.
Do you think she
Okay, I
doesn't
can't
know
knock
she's
her.
not a clown?
No, I just simply say she's role playing you right now. She enjoys your money, but you're not innocent. You're not just.
What
you're,
money?
oh,
I haven't received money from anyone, Tracy. What are you saying?
Oh, so you make fun of me for showing my titties for free, motherfucker, but you ain't even made money, and you've been up on that man's show, knowing that man has money, and that he would gladly give you some money?
I don't need.
Well, what are you doing? What are you doing for free? What do you think you're going to get out of it?
Having fun. Do you know what things are? Do you have fun, Tracy? Do you have fun in your life?
Can I show you some property taxes? And when you're a real grown-ass motherfucker, you have to pay your bills. I don't live in no Appalachian Mountain, boo-boo. We have land. We pay taxes. Quite some motherfucker.
I live on 30 acres of my own land, Tracy.
Hey, that's good for you. Guess what? When you go to sleep tonight and I go to sleep, I'm not going to think of you because I'm not a lesbian. But I will tell you, God bless and good luck.
I live
God
on
bless and good
0.3
luck.
acres.
Thank you, Tracy. That means the world to me.
Tracy.
No, Bunny.
Canty says Canty says she's crying right now. Thank you, Canty.
Bunny has 100 times more acres than me, and I feel a little bit insecure about that.
I don't have any acreage at all, fellas.
I have 0.3 acres.
Let me get this right. Let me get this right. She has farmland that has been in her family for generations. She is never going to leave her little Appalachian town. She will always be that. I have to sit up in a trailer or a bedroom talking in on the internet ass because I live in the Appalachian Mountains.
That sounds like a kind of a nice.
I don't want to cut hair every day.
You're painting this like it's a negative. This sounds like a really nice.
It is.
I know.
I'm like,
You're saying really good stuff.
Yeah, you're like you never have to leave your place, and you can just be there and reach out.
Your family looked after you. They said, "Here's an opportunity for you." I love it.
Come on. Now listen, Tracy.
knows me so well.
What is it that's on your mind tonight, other than not Bunny? What's going on? Oh, look at me go! God damn, I'm good, Tracy. God damn, I'm good, Tracy. So what do you want to? I'm a ray of sunshine. I want to talk about me being a ray of sunshine.
Okay. You want me to get back to your reading is what you mean.
Oh, are you doing a reading, like a tarot card reading?
No, those are the devil. But let me tell you about this ghost box since we've been gone.
Okay.
This ghost box.
The tarot cards are the devil. Let's listen to the ghost box now. Let's look.
Okay, I
Can you
can't.
show your tits again?
I can't see it though, Tracy. Can you just tell us what it says? Yeah.
It says. You can't see it.
No, what I'm saying is I can't see it because I'm playing a video game right now.
Yeah, 10-4, Fat Daddy, gotcha. Okay. Basically, it just said, married to Arouse and Alexis. So is your real name Alexis by any chance, Bunny?
Not at all.
No, I'm just teasing you. I wouldn't expect it to be. That was a joke to make a little. Yeah, little joke.
Alexis is my middle name, Tracy. That's my middle name.
Well,
Hey, Alexis was the lady on Falcon Crest. Okay, let's not, you know.
No, I'm just letting you know this is not me. It's literally an app. So you see the date and the time when it says.
Yes. Pompous.
Do you see how it says Alexis at the very? Alexis is 1, Arouse is 2, Tube is 3, 4 is married, 5 is diseased.
Okay.
Do you know? Okay. Do you know that box has called me a pagan, a Wicca? It has called me a serpent. It says I'm a snake. But anywho, Bunny, don't you ever feel less of a person, even if you did sell your snatch. I don't care. Jesus Christ. Listen. Jesus Christ put. Or some other higher power. Everyone on this planet, they have a mission, and you don't know what your mission is. So here in life, it is a hell. People can't afford to go to the store. We have wars. We have terrible stuff. So every day we turn to the internet, such as David's show. Which, by the way, David, your first wife left you because you were creative, and she felt like you were having a midlife crisis. You could not perceive some of the things you would like to do, such as going to Comic-Con, because she felt like you needed to grow up. But what happens is, when you get to a certain richness, you turn back and do fun things that you might have not done throughout your childhood.
Like Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson's maid said she picked up crusty underwear from Michael Jackson.
He didn't have a childhood because Joe Jackson wouldn't let him be a little boy and play with the other little boys at the park.
I also heard he didn't have a butthole. He had a butt slit.
David, I'm going to go back to what I said. Because if my husband comes home, he's going to get mad. So I'm going to say this real quick.
Go ahead.
I'll be out of your hair. So you go on the internet every day, not just because you need the money, just because you need the attention. You're kind of bored sitting at home with your daughter. Your daughter has her boyfriend, etc. So
are you talking to me? Are you saying me or Bunny?
You.
My daughter doesn't live here. She lives in Vegas.
No, I don't know where she lives, and that's not my business. Now, you told me not to tell people my Jasmine's in the military, and you just told everyone your daughter's in Vegas. Do you see how comfortable we get?
No, what I'm saying is everybody knows because she's dating Tech Protect.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm getting at. Is you're helping them, just like you're helping Bunny.
Okay.
Your mission might really be to help people in life, but listen, you had children with your wife because that was the plan.
Discord exclusive, by the way.
Yeah, you grew up in a house where you have to do good and a man must provide. And you have provided a hell of a life for your family. And now you have so much extra to give that you're being like a little, and Bunny is a clown, a rainbow, a sunshine. And you're drawn to Bunny because you can see, like Bunny said, don't lose your sparkle. And Bunny, you have that sparkle, and you don't lose it. I lost mine, and I'm a little sad.
Well, that's clear.
No, you don't lose that sparkle. No matter if it's Big Mama Tracy, who shows her tits for free, like you work for David for free. But what I'm saying is, you work for David because you don't want David to think you're needy. But if you ever need anything, you could ask him. He has money like you wouldn't believe, but that don't matter. But I'm just telling you, honey, if you needed your car fixed, David would help you. Now, I'm not saying he's going to give you money and ask for pictures. He just has a good heart. He does. Bottom line.
I'll remember that. Thanks, Tracy.
No,
the lady
he
on
needs
the
to
Discord
separate.
showing your dad titties.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Well, I would. I don't want to bring her into it. I would
thought
love.
I was muted.
I would
Okay.
love. No, I don't mean that. I would love to get her perspective on Tracy's theories about her father.
This Tracy lady thinks your dad is like the most helpful person in the world, and it's like, it's so rare to see a man of his age and his caliber not want to fuck the shit out of Bunny Button all the time and send dick pics in the DMs.
Yes. No, that's literal. That's true.
That
know,
is
nice to know.
But you don't
Because
know what
not
I
all
want to.
women- Not all women want to be
You can
poked.
watch it on your phone if you want to listen to the.
But you don't know what I want to do and not do, Tracy.
Yeah, but I can tell you, you got a couple girls in your phone, and I bet you they're real pretty, and you didn't need her for that. You're on this internet because you literally have extra time on your hands, and you're a little bit lonely. You're not too lonely where you have to go. You're not too lonely that you got to go on a dating app, but you're going on here. But God will bring the right one to you. It's not me, and and of course I'm already married. But I'm saying, in
Okay,
general,
but let's be clear though, Tracy. You're afraid of
Well,
your
you don't
goddamn.
believe in God.
You're afraid of your husband, which means you ain't gonna be married for long because eventually you're gonna catch an old rerun of Oprah, and she'll make it clear to you.
No.
What? What do you mean no?
No. I've been married 13 years.
Well,
and,
it's a long time.
I don't know if you can see now, but I'm downstairs. I have my own room. And by the way, I have 3 jewelry boxes, and I'm a jewelry lady. I love jewelry. And no, they're not gumball jewelry. But anyway, I order jewelry. I'm happy because I had to make myself happy because it's my second marriage.
Well, God knows, yeah.
You can't expect a man or a woman to make you happy. You have to be like Miley Cyrus, my idol. Make yourself happy. Buy yourself flowers because if you wait for somebody else, you might be waiting. Yes.
But
Miley Cyrus has a message.
She does.
This gives
by
me
the way,
anxiety.
This is what I'm smoking right now is Trinity Spinny Vape, and that helps for anxiety. This is legal. It's not illegal.
Now listen, Bunny, I'm going to put you on the big screen right now, okay?
No.
Why?
That might not be a good idea.
You're not streaming your Discord. I will end your stream.
But why would you not? She's not going to show her boobs.
No, I'm not even joking, Jaffe. I will end your stream. This is the signal. This is the signal, the business signal.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Business first. And no, that you need to thank him because he's looking out. I'm not P. Diddy. I'm not flashing my. I'm not P. Diddy. Not flashing my titties. I'm from the country. I'm not from the city.
I'm hovering over the end stream button, Jaffe.
But what I don't understand is if she's not going to show her boobs, what's the problem?
No trust. Sorry, Jaffe. This is not.
No.
This is not for discussion.
Hey,
it might be up for discussion.
I will end the stream. We cannot do this.
Well, please stop. I feel terrible. I want to tell that young man that's talking. Listen, back in the day, the gangsters would hurt people in Minecraft. So you're looking out for Jeff. You don't let Tracy, who's on here now, or anyone jeopardize. Because if you get 3 strikes on YouTube,
did you
stop streaming your Discord?
I want to have her on, and we can make her a small window.
No.
She's
been flashing for
about an hour now.
Quality content.
Jaffe,
Take my money. Take my money.
Yeah,
there's no shot I'm risking getting a fucking strike on your channel because tits get shown on stream.
She's not, dude. Let me explain how this works. I stream video games playing like top 50 music, and the minute it's over, I erase it, and I never.
That's not how a strike works for fucking nudity, Jaffe.
They're not gonna know about it because before the stream's over, I'll delete it, dude.
You know how many people are like, I'm gonna report this immediately. I'm gonna get a screen clip. They can clip this thing and they can just report that clip.
Bring Tracy back on. Bring her back on.
I miss Tracy.
Tracy, if you're watching, join the call-in waiting room again. But Jaffe, don't stream your Discord. That's a straight business thing. We're not. It's not negotiable.
Well,
This is the best stream ever.
Listen, everything's negotiable. Just ask your mom.
If Conte wants to compensate for the possible strike and drops like a fucking 50 gifted subs, IR memberships, yeah.
Do not do that. Do not ask her for that. She's given us so much. No.
Okay, Jaffe, if you want to personally send me an extra $500 for my paycheck for the stress induced on whatever this is going to be.
I do have power over tech, Big Mac, but the point is, I don't really care that much. He's probably not wrong, but frankly, I find this woman fascinating.
Yeah, but not her titties.
Fine, bring her back on, and we won't show her.
Tracy, come back, please. We miss you.
Movie Maniac. Thank you. Tracy is obviously a trustworthy woman. Show her. Thank you for the super chat, buddy.
God.
Sky Gonzalez says,
amazing.
thank you, Sky. Sky says, this is like therapy, but the therapist yells at you.
Her mind is everywhere and nowhere at the same time.
I'm going to edit this stream all the way, Jack. I'm going to make a video out of this one. All right, time to unmute the other callers.
Pompish says she's definitely anti-vax and thinks the election was stolen. But
Tracy, come back to the Discord. I'll drag you in.
Pompish says this is why you don't stick your sausage in crazy. Twisted says W scripted with win tech, protect with bunny, win bunny. What I don't understand though
She's back.
is
She's
why
back.
does she have such disdain for Bunny? Bunny's like super sweet.
But then
and
at the
nice.
same time, she wants me to keep my sparkle.
Can I tell you something?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Tracy.
Afraid Jackie's hitting on Bunny.
I'm going to cover up my address, but I am schizophrenic, and this is my medicine.
Well, now
You need
things
a Xanax.
start to make a
That's
lot
all right.
more sense.
It's all right.
How's that
It's
been?
good. Don't worry about it.
How's that been?
Tracy needs
Oh, Tracy.
Tracy, Macy, Mrs. Casey, come on down and have a placey on the
Holy
merry-go-round.
shit, what a roller
Jake,
Tracy, listen.
she's crying.
I get she's crying, and I'm sorry she's suffering from a very real, very serious mental disorder. And I'm glad you're on medicine, and I assume you're seeing a therapist, correct? Tracy, do you hear me?
No, I'm still here.
I know you're still
Please
here.
unmute Dawn.
Who's Dawn?
No, it's okay.
But Tracy, listen.
Dawn Vader.
Oh, Dawn.
Like we're gonna have Jaffe and Tracy talk to each other. Okay?
Tracy, listen, buddy. Seriously, no joke. Are you you've been diagnosed with schizophrenia? Or is it bipolar? Which one is it? Tracy, can I hear me?
Yeah. No, I can still hear. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Talk to me about, I'm curious what the actual diagnosis is. Is it schizophrenia or is it bipolar disorder?
I'm sorry.
You don't have to apologize. I'm curious. Tell me. Tracy.
We appreciate you, Tracy.
Shut up, Tech.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Just, I don't think you guys can even see me anyway.
We can totally see you. You said you were schizophrenic. You said you were diagnosed. And what I'm asking you is, were you actually diagnosed by a doctor with schizophrenia or was it bipolar disorder?
No, it was the first one.
Okay. And you're on medicine for it and you're seeing professionals for it, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good for you.
I
Well,
have good medical.
I'm so glad to hear that.
But,
So what does that have
but
to do
anywho.
with what does that have to do with anything? I mean, I'm glad you're getting help, but what's your point? Are you saying that's why you're
No.
so off the rails?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you're welcome here. So what? Be off the rails. Everybody's got their bag of hammers. So what?
No, I don't want Bunny to feel bad. I don't want anybody to feel bad. And
Everyone loves you here, so
Yeah.
I think you're awesome.
no, don't now listen, don't coddle me because I didn't even need to get to this point. I shouldn't even be saying stuff.
I will not coddle you. Here
Okay.
you go.
Everybody hates
Okay,
you.
okay,
I'm
cool
glad your
beans.
husband died.
No,
He probably
there you
killed
go.
himself.
There you go.
Right.
Yes, there you go. That's perfect.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry I showed my knock knocks cantina. You don't want no saggy knock knocks. But in all honesty, since I did goof up, just when you erase this stream, throw it away.
We're not
Don't
gonna
save it. And
You're not on camera,
no, you
so
can keep it if you want.
Yeah, no, you didn't. You're fine. You're fine. Pompish says I want Don Vader to talk to her. Yeah, I mean, but I want you to be okay. I know. Is your husband knows about your condition and he's got your back?
You have to hide a condition because if you have ideological views like the war, and I had a lucid dream, but my lucid dream came because in November, I was watching New York Preppers, and it was an internet thing, and it would give EMA calls, like emergency distress calls.
Yeah.
And you could hear the signals and stuff. And I have a guide named Walter that comes to me in my dreams about like the war, and I just
Which war are we talking about?
Well, we have a 7-front war going on right now, and as you well know, the longgoingest one that we've had, of course, is Iran. They came and did 9/11 in Afghanistan, but anyway, Ukraine, the war, Zelensky. I mean, I don't want to look fucking retarded. These kids don't want to hear about no bullshit ass fucking war.
I'm just asking you which war.
Anyway.
So you and your husband have ideological differences over which war?
No, just he doesn't like war in general, but
okay. All right.
Well, he doesn't feel sorry for the people that have lost their lives in Gaza. He thinks that the Palestinians are not people because in the Bible they said that the Palestinians were bad.
I assure you they did not say that in the Bible.
No, in the Bible they actually talk about Palestinians that
There were no Palestinians.
No, but that's what they're hurting right now is because Donald Trump doesn't like Palestine. So in Gaza, well, I don't think you know the Bible very well. You make me feel like I'm silly.
Well, I don't think they were. I don't think they were called Palestinians. I don't think that name right. They were Arabs for sure. Yeah. But
yes, sir.
But yes, sir. I don't think there was a Palestinian people that identified as that until like the 40s, right? Or am I wrong?
Well, okay, Joe Biden was just in office, and he was helping Zelensky get all sorts of ammunition so that he could use on the war with Ukraine, right?
Correct. That I agree with.
Okay. Now, Vladimir Putin was a very smart man, and he got North Korea, kimchi. He gifted him 50 animals for his zoo. And what happened? He took North Korean soldiers and put them on the Russian battle line, and a lot of those men lost their lives, correct?
Oh, yeah.
They're currently losing their lives as we speak. But anywho.
I want to get back to Bunny. Let's talk about Bunny. So,
yeah, we want to talk about tits and happy fucking stuff. Now, see, that's what I'm saying. John Gacy could have been her daddy, and she could have clown issues. How you know she ain't a killer clown? How you know John Gacy?
You're making good points here, Tracy.
I mean, her daddy could have been John Gacy. She could have like grown up seeing her daddy kill motherfuckers or something.
Why do you think? Why do you think she doesn't know who her father is?
No, her daddy is John Wayne Gacy. He's in prison.
I think he's dead.
He is dead.
Yeah.
He died 2
years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bunny.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I said my mom died and they cremated her with they want to cremate her with bunny ears. You're like, boring story.
Oh, I forgot to show you guys Frankie, my bunny.
Well, yeah, because Bunny got into the story and out of the story. You started getting into all kinds.
She is a sweetheart. Now let me show you Frankie.
Okay.
You told the story?
Yeah, I told you dad the story and he shit on me.
I didn't shit on you.
He's like, boring story, Tech Protect. You don't know how to tell a story. You should have been like...
You should have opened...
Would you let your parent be burned, cremated with their fetishes on them?
Hey, look at the baby bunny.
Oh, I love bunnies. What beautiful
What's
eyes.
your bunny's name?
Frankie.
Frankie. Oh, hey, Frankie.
I had a rabbit named Franklin.
Well, see, now that's kismet, my friends. See? That's something. Are rabbits smart pets or not really? Like, does it know its name?
Oh, so smart.
They're smart?
Yeah, Frankie is a sexual predator. I have a puppy mill dog, and she has to do diabetes shot twice a day. And Frankie...
My husband...
Wait.
Chad, don't be fucking funny on the phone. I'm not allowed to have any friends. That's J-Dog. He always talks crazy.
Let me talk to Chad. Let me talk to Chadwick.
Hey, this man created the God of Wars, and he has the chat line on.
Good Lord.
I'm putting the bunny away. I'm putting the bunny away. No, you don't understand. He's 8 pounds. He can kick ours. And I'm allergic to him, so now I got to wash my hands.
Oh.
Well.
All right, I got to wash my face. Okay. Okie dokie.
Bunny, while we're doing this, my girlfriend, little Jaffe, the Jaffe daughter, brought a good point up to me today, which is I have previously in the past been open about I think clown girls are hot.
Oh yeah.
And she was like, I don't know why I haven't realized that I probably should be jealous about this whole you're working with a clown girl thing.
Oh no.
That's what I said. Sarah.
No.
She's in the
I'm talking to
Appalachian
the clown
Mountains.
girl.
She can't. She's in the Appalachian Mountains.
She's
She
not
can't
in the
teleport.
Appalachian Mountains. She's in like North Carolina or something.
No.
Yeah, I'm from the Appalachian Mountains. I don't live there now. But
Yeah.
I like when Tracy says it though.
I do too. It's
Well,
fun.
I'm telling. See it. I just see Appalachian Mountain, and all I see is farmland, and I see a grandma, and the grandpa died first.
Do you have psychic powers?
Yeah.
Just a little.
Okay, come on camera. I want to test your psychic abilities.
Yeah, that was pretty accurate. I was raised by my grandparents, and my grandpa died first. So she's on to something.
Okay, Tracy.
Yes, sir.
That is Luigi.
I can't see nothing, sir.
Your camera's off on the Discord, JFE.
Oh, hang on.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, never mind. I can't do it because I'm streaming. So I have four cards. I have 4 cards in front of me. They're the Mario characters.
Yeah, I already knew.
Mario, Bowser, Luigi. I'm not done.
Luigi.
I'm not done.
I know. Luigi. Number 3, Luigi.
Okay. Mario, Bowser, Yoshi, and Luigi. Okay.
Luigi.
I haven't.
Number 4.
I haven't picked it yet.
Well, do it, Jaffe.
Well, she won't let me.
Shuffle them and pick it by random.
Okay. I am looking at a card now. Which card is it?
Yoshi.
Nope. It's Luigi.
I'm not that good. See, if I was too good, I got to see if my pick 3 hit.
Do you believe in the Long Island psychic?
Oh, most definitely. She is. That would be creepy. I wouldn't want to see dead people.
Yeah, I would.
I would not.
Because once you get used to it, they're just like friends that stop by. Now, your husband would be upset because you're not allowed to have friends, I understand. But still, that would be cool. I don't know what
This is the ghost tube app.
Listen, Tracy. In April, Tech and I, maybe Bunny, but definitely Tech and I are going to stay in a haunted hotel in San Diego. Would you call in and see if when we're in the haunted hotel, if you can sense any spirits or anything weird going on in there?
Do you watch Global Quake, the earthquakes?
No.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Well, if you watch Global Quake, you know that you're about to be in a little bit of trouble in that area of San Diego, and it's the bridge you need to stay away from. And it's not coming from me; it's just coming from this British lady. So just be careful around that area and don't go too close to the bridge.
Well, what's funny?
You don't know about that, Jaffe, she predicts natural disasters.
Yeah, but what's fun is I never go outside.
I didn't predict that.
No. The British lady.
Yeah, Sarah Ann Ross or something, but she said that there's some type of infrastructure on that bridge in San Francisco that if they have an earthquake just right, that bridge could collapse. I didn't say that. She did.
Okay, well.
I follow her because she actually uses cards. But on this game, this app on your phone that's just like a voice box, it said my mom's name 4 times and said she was choking. I asked her the next day and she said she was. And it knew her name and stuff. So I do believe there's something else.
I think the world is a delightful place filled with all kinds of wonderful characters. I love it.
Yeah, and if we're stuck in a simulation, I wish I could get the hell out because sometimes I don't even want to be here, and every day sucks more than the last.
Oh, buddy,
So what
I'm
I
sorry.
did
I'm
was-
sorry to hear that.
No, I get snacks, and I gained a little bit of weight because I had my thyroid removed about 10 years ago.
Okay.
So,
What'd you do with it?
but it's okay. Well, I had a goiter that was on my thyroid, and it was like pressing on my windpipe, and it was kind of a big goiter. So I had a good medical, so he went in there and Went in there, took out my thyroid, and thank goodness my parathyroids is what you have left after surgery. Only one of them died, and you got a total of 4. So I got 3 working good. There's my scar.
Yeah, but what did you do with the thyroid that he took out? Did you keep it?
I have now. Do you want me to tell? I kept that old thyroid. I put it in a mason jar. I'm Texas Chainsaw Massacre. No, I can't do nothing. You silly.
That's like a nice little Broadway. Hey, when my ex-wife had the babies, we saved the placenta and buried them in the backyard in order to make trees. Guess what?
Yeah.
Those
Didn't
trees,
grow.
they did not. They barely grew. They grew some of the worst fucking fruit you ever heard of. Terrible.
Yeah, well, I got my golf cart stuck because we have a farmer's field that touches our property, and he uses anhydrous to take the oxygen out of the ground. And my golf cart sunk twice in one day.
Well,
and my husband had to get me out, and he had enough patience to do it 2 times.
Where did you
and
meet?
it takes patience to get out the golf cart the first time.
Where did you meet? Where did you meet Chad? How'd you fall in love with Chadwick?
Chad is my nephew. My husband is.
Yeah, I know who he is. I was just getting a vision of you and your nephew. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be inappropriate.
Literotica.
That's just what I saw. Okay, so your husband, I meant.
I have one more question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
When you were younger, David, did you play with a little bit of LSD?
No, I would love to though.
Okay, so was it mushrooms? Is where you could get
No.
your
The only drug I've ever done, and I would very much like to do more, but the only drug I've ever done is marijuana. And I've done so much marijuana at times that I have had like hallucinations. I've seen entities. I've had conversations. I've recorded these conversations. You can find them on the Madhouse stream.
Now, do you know why that happens?
Well, there's the medical reason, which is it's kind of a schizophrenic, or not schizophrenic, sorry, a psychological break. But it also could be what they told me. The entity said to me, they said, well, I said, how are you coming to me? This is marijuana. This is not like DMT or ayahuasca. And they said to me, they said, well, we respect you. We know you're a seeker. This is what they told me, Tracy. They said,
I believe.
Yeah, they said, we know you're a seeker. We respect that. We'll tell you 2 things. Usually, we can visit with marijuana. We don't do it often, but we know it's going to be a while before you actually experiment with things like DMT. They also said, we will give you all the answers you want, and we will let you remember that you got the answers, but we cannot let you take the answers back into your reality. So when they sent me, and they sent me out, and they said, and I was like, I want to know this stuff. And they said, we know, and we respect that. We respect you, but we can't. We just cannot tell you those things and let you take them out into the world. But they did tell me.
And you know what's really funny? I got Gerald coming through over in that old silly ghost box now. But what's really funny is that we have so many different parts of our brains that we don't even use for some reason. And when certain things can trigger it, like if you want to play with a little. But I think you're able to use parts of your brain, and when maybe that's where you get your creativity from.
Could be. Well, I think a lot of it is, we can only see certain hertzes and hear certain frequencies. So there's a lot going on around us that we have no clue, right? We could be sharing the space with interdimensional beings. We have no clue.
Oh, yeah. You better bet your sweet ass we are, because whenever I was carrying Gizmo down the stairs here, there's 14 steps and a total of 2 landing to go upstairs, downstairs. I had a miracle, because if I would have missed a step with that dog, we would have both been in trouble. And I swear to goodness, it felt like my foot was guided. So I'm not going to quit playing with that ghost box, because my big fat ass had an angel, because I'm 5'8", 220 pounds, and that's a whole lot of woman to be falling the hell down.
I'm going to introduce you to a friend. I want to introduce you to a friend of mine named Stoner Joe. I think you guys would get along swimmingly.
I can tell you right now that ain't going to work, because my dog named Jojo just passed away, and I don't want to talk to no one with the name Joe.
Well, you can just call him by his first name, Stoner.
Well, I smoke Trinity Vinity Steak.
Trinity Vinities, the greatest.
Trinity Spinning.
Sponsoring this very stream.
Well, yeah, this is hemp. Here in Kansas, we don't have marijuana, so you have to smoke this stuff. And it's got 2 chains on it. It's got the daytime and the nighttime.
Okay.
And it's FDA approved. It's hemp.
I love it. I love it. Well, listen, fellas, I am going to have
You
to.
see that sign?
Mm-hmm.
That's witchcraft.
Hey, man, I, every day I live an extra day, I go, I don't know what is going on this planet. I don't know what's happening. I don't know why we're here.
Just wait until tonight. You'll have a good dream.
Oh, I
and it
can't-
won't even be It won't even be sexual.
Doesn't
It'll
ha-
be actually it'll be a childhood memory.
Okay, well, if so, I want you to call back in tomorrow to the madhouse, and I want to tell you about my dream.
Okay, Andy Griffith.
And Ronnie Howard. Don Knotts.
Andy Griffith, the Beavers. Meet the Beavers. But you ever seen Mama's Family?
Of course, Vicki Lawrence and Tim Conway and Carol Burnett and Harvey Korman. Of course.
I Love Lucy.
Of course. He was
Now you got to throw in Sanford and Son.
What,
because my white father. Yeah, my daddy was white. He watched Sanford and Son.
Lamont, you big dummy.
And now I don't want to bore everyone to tears because everyone's going to need counseling, but everyone here just know that you're awesome. And that's it.
It's so nice to meet you, Tracy. Seriously. You're a little crazy, whimsical skedaddler. And
you got that right. And it was funny because I watched some of these shows and this guy was a junkie on Kensington Avenue.
Oh, Kensington's a rough place. Yeah.
Yes. Well, he was praying. He was actually praying for people and he was ministering them. And a crackhead looked at him and said, "You need to skedaddle." He said, "Wow, a junkie can actually have a vocabulary."
You goddamn right.
But yeah, praying for people is very hard. You have to go around and pray for people that tell you all sorts of things. And
we're all the
I'm
same.
glad I don't
Bunny,
have to do that
listen,
no more.
Bunny's theory, and I think she's right, is that we are all the exact same person. We're all the same consciousness, having different little individual experiences.
You know how I know that we're all supposed to be here? Because I know a lot of nice people and they died, and people always say only the good die young. And so if you a bad motherfucker like all of us on here because we say bad words on the internet, we'll be around a little while, dude. So you
Come
can
out,
go to the
Virginia,
bathroom, let your dog out. He's got to let his dog go potty. You
All
got to
right.
let your doggy out. You got to let your doggy out.
You goddamn right, Lottie. Thank you for joining
You
our...
bloody got to let your doggy out.
Listen,
mate. You gotta let
Lottie,
your bloody
listen,
dog out.
Lottie, you
I
schizophrenic...
said you going to let your doggy.
Listen, I'm going to take him outside, right? And then I'm going to let him shit all over a car. And I'm going to say, this is because Tina said so. Tracy said so. I get all the names mixed up. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Just everyone on here know that you're awesome. Eat your favorite dinner and don't worry if you're fat. And always wash your ass. And fuck you,
Check.
Keemstar, you cocksucker.
Why don't you like Keemstar?
I
don't know him, but I mean, what's that?
don't
about?
either.
But what's that
I
about?
don't either. I don't want to get sued.
Well, why did you say fuck him? I mean, I'm not opposed to that. I don't know anything.
Because he's been with his woman for 6 years and they're not married. And if you let a man get your taco box, he'll never marry you. You got to say, "Don't give me no lines and keep your hands to yourself." Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Black Keys?
Right.
My taco
Gross.
box.
Taco box.
You get married. You get married because if you don't, that's what separates the generation, okay? Because back in the day, you don't give up that cat because if he really likes it, he will do what you say, even if that's going to the courthouse.
Yeah, Jay Styles wants to know if Taco Bell brought the taco box back.
Yo quiero taco box.
Goddamn right.
No, Jeffy, I already told them that Monty's a little bit weird. Don't say that.
What'd he say? What'd he say?
He said my husband is gay and likes to fuck transvestites.
So, your husband or his husband?
Yeah. No. You know what's really funny is we got a Ring camera and my husband fell down a couple times, and I know you're not supposed to laugh, but when I pick it up on the Ring camera, I swear my little ghost knows. Okay, they already know that.
Does he know you told us
It's
about?
not time for her shot yet.
Yeah.
Bunny, I sent you a business message in DM.
Oh, here we go.
Okay. She might still be outside if she didn't come in.
All right, fellas, listen, I do have to
All right,
run.
I gotta go. I'm
All right.
accidentally forgetting the dog.
Bye, buddy.
I'm sorry. I forgot you were out here.
All right, Tracy, thanks for hanging out with us, bud. I appreciate it. See you
Thank
later.
you, Tracy. Have a nice night.
Everyone,
You too, Chad.
have a good night.
Bye.
God bless.
Good night, Tracy.
Well, my friend.
Check, I didn't know you were so flexible. That's amazing.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Bunny. Come on.
I unironically
man.
I'm in a clown porn server. on
Bunny,
Discord.
oh my God. Come on, man. Okay, listen.
It's a good server.
I'm
The
sure it is.
rules are like.
All right.
The rules are very like
right.
modern.
Well, listen. I think Tracy is one of my new favorite people on the planet. So.
Oh yeah.
I hope she
Yeah,
didn't. I hope
love
she
her.
didn't offend you, Bunny. That was some pretty
No.
not nice things she was saying about you.
It's understandable. I get it.
I don't get it. I think people are jerks.
What?
Yeah, for those
People have their
watching, I'll
opinion.
post the rules of the clown porn server in the
Oh
general
my
chat.
god. Okay, I have to go, you guys. I have other things. I'll be back with Bunny and Tech tomorrow, 9 o'clock on Madhouse, and then we'll be back here tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Thank you guys, Conte. Thank you so much, Conte, for supporting Warped Eye. Thank you for supporting all of you guys who donated tonight and just were part of our community. I sure do appreciate it. Be well, be safe, and I will see you guys real soon. Bye, you guys.
Good night, boss.
See ya.